And a pleasant good evening to you and yours, and welcome to Tom McIntyre Stadium, home of the Melbourne Bulldogs, where tonight we are playing the third annual Brevard County All-Star Game. Tonight it is the North and the South, as it always is, and it's seniors from both sides of the equation. Before anybody asks, let me just tell you now, there are no players from the O'Galley Commodores playing and one player from the Cocoa Tigers playing. That seemed to be the big point of contention today in the comment section of the post. So with that out of the way, let's talk about the task at hand as we conclude the 2024 regular season. This is two teams, one from the south side, one from the north side. The south side will consist of Bayside, Heritage, MCC, Melbourne, Palm Bay, Satellite, and Sebastian River. This team will be led by Bayside Bears head coach Billy Miller. The North roster is consisted of Rockledge, Merritt Island, Vieira, Astronaut, Holy Trinity, Space Coast, and Titusville, and they will be guided by the Merritt Island Mustang head coach Tyler Murray. Joining me tonight, as he did for the Class 2A state championship game, and making what is his officially final, man, I can't even get the words out of my mouth, final Brevard Sports Network high school football broadcast tonight, my man, Jackson Robb. Jackson, welcome. And what were your emotions coming to Tom McIntyre Stadium tonight?
Yeah, well, I don't think I was really thinking about it that much. I was thinking a lot more about it last Thursday. But, it's been fun. 4 years, a lot of good football that's been played, and good way to go off here with the All-Stars and some of the best players in the county going at it. It'll be interesting to see a lot of the best players I've seen these last 4 years go at it one more time, and definitely a lot to look back on, but this one should be a good one to go off with. Like
Jamin Boggs, your entire 4 years here at Brevard Sports Network, you got to go to or you didn't go the first year, I think, but state championships, you've done it all in the broadcast booth from the high school football standpoint. Now we still have, of course, the winter in basketball and lacrosse to come, and baseball as well, but football, it's a driver, and I think we're kidding ourselves if we don't look at it that way. The major networks look at it that way. The smaller networks look at it that way. The hyper-local networks like ourselves look at it that way. It is a driver, and it's sad to see. I know you'll be back in the booth for at least 1 or 2 games a year. There's no doubt in my mind about that. This is just something you can't put down. We are fresh off of a state championship broadcast, the Cocoa Tigers. Congratulations to them. We're going to talk about them tonight, even though they are not here. I am hearing whispers out of Cocoa, and we'll talk about those whispers tonight because we're going to be real reporters about this, and why shouldn't we be? It's radio silence at Cocoa at the moment, so I'll try to answer those questions. As far as the North roster goes, let me give you, Jackson will give you the South, I'll give you the North. For the North, at least what I have, I've got for Rockledge, Anthony Coleman, Izzy Montanez, Joshua Williams, Jordan Woods, Micaiah Kurkowski, Austin Dockery, and Jalen Bradley. For Merritt Island, it's Cortland Campbell, Caden Herrick, Delvonte Williams, Dominic Smith, Marshall Conley, Tobias Semper, Quay Hasty, Donovan Logg, and Logan Trout. For Vieira, Cooper Keith, Finn Goldinger, Isaac Hungerbuehler, Jack Hancock, Jalen McCray, Namdi Asori, and there are 2 additions to this roster. One of them is Ryan Bubar. I got to pull up the Facebook page because I printed the rosters. They were adding players up until 2 hours before the game. Astronaut, Avery Robinson, Chevion Beecham. For Holy Trinity, it's Dylan Jensen, Bo Fleiss, Griffin Brunger, Omari Kamika, Miles Smith, Tahani Atani, Forrest Butler Jr., but he is sporting a Rockledge jersey tonight. I don't know the circumstances surrounding that. I know he played at Holy Trinity, but he's wearing a number 12 Rockledge jersey tonight. As for Space Coast, the SSAA 1A state champions, Chris Veers, D. Parker, Brandon Wiggins, Damian Balder, Christian Burt. For Titusville, Tryman Fallon, and Tavion Kirby. And Jackson, the South. Also, when you get to Satellite, remember Colin Roddy, the South side.
Yeah, from the South, starting with Bayside, you got Dean Mason, Daniel Norris, Logan Sherburne, Gerard Durant, Caden Brabham, David Patterson, Jalen Miranda, Malik Cruz, and Dilf Brito. From Heritage, Lucas Moreno, Brock Eden, Jalen Francois, Mikel Battle, Daniel Cawley, LaQuinton Thomas, Mickey Gillis, Leonardo Murray, Braden Marson, and Kwame Walton. From MCC, you got Noah Ostrander, Corbin Young, Merritt Campbell, Ezra Engel, Ramel Hernandez, Caden Kelly, and Tanner Campbell. From Melbourne, it's Landon Malady and Wyatt Votava. From Palm Bay, Demarion Harp, Dominic Morgan, Michael Davis, Jacob Day, and Antoine Fedrick. From Satellite, you have Daryl Wiley, Ethan Holden, Seth Huffley, Mitch Steins-Tharp, and Colin Roddy. And from Sebastian River, Buda James, Robert Wheat, Dante Diorio, Michael Howard, and Xavier Marshall.
There you go. There are your North and South rosters. The coin toss is off. There are a lot of these young men out here tonight that I'm extremely excited to see play. I know these are practices that are a mix of intensity, a mix of fun, and so we'll see what happens out there tonight. The key for Jackson and I is going to be figuring out whose jersey's which. For the first time in this game, these players are wearing their own jerseys, which I happen to like, but it creates a nightmare for us. I will tell you that our rosters, Billy Miller, great job, Coach. Love you. Thank you for everything. Coach Miller sent over first, last names, and positions. Coach Murray sent over last names, and that was it. And first initial and last name. So we went to work. I went to work and put numbers next to all of these names and first names next to all of the last names. So if we screw something up, believe me when I tell you, please, politely, it's been a long season. Correct us in the comment section of the post. But it's great to be with you here tonight from Tom McIntyre Stadium as we are set for kickoff here, and it appears as though it will be the South kicking to the North. The South are in the dark jerseys. The white belong to the North.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, all the whites, those jerseys will be harder to pick apart, but I can tell you from the teams wearing the darker jerseys, I know who's from MCC and I know who's from Melbourne. With those green jerseys and the yellow jerseys, the rest of the black jerseys we'll figure out.
That looks like Braden Marson getting ready to kick off from Heritage. No clue who's back deep. It looks like Merritt Island's Tobias Semper's back there, and it is going to be Chris Kelly from Cocoa, who's the last-minute addition. Kelly out across the 25 to the 26-yard line, and that is where the north side roster will take the field on the offensive side of the football as Buda James comes off. That's the play. If I'm telling truths tonight, and I'm gonna be, Buda James is the player I couldn't wait to see play out here tonight. Buda, of course, from Sebastian River, and for those of you wondering why Sebastian River is in this game, it's tradition. If 3 years can be a tradition, they've been in the game every year, and here we go. And I'm going to surmise as I wait for the quarterback.
That'll be Christian Burt from Space Coast.
All right, Christian Burt's going to come on and play quarterback. He led the Vipers this year. Of course, he and the freshman phenom this season traded duties up there for head coach Jake Owens as the Vipers captured the Class 1A Sunshine State Athletic Association state championship. Veers is going to have a 4 wide receiver set here, and it looks like to the near side that is going to be from, let's see here, I cannot tell. I know Tobias Semper's in the slot there.
Yeah, you got Delvonte Williams in the backfield as well. Your near side receiver looks to be number 4, Damian Bowder from Space Coast.
There you go. That's Bowder from Space Coast and Semper in the slot. Who you got on that far side over there, Jackson?
Right now it looks like you got number 6 as well from Space Coast, D. Parker out there.
Okay.
As well as Jack Hancock for Vieira.
Okay, there's Jack, Big Jack. I don't know what the holdup is here, but.
No, your O-lineman, you got, looks like 3 Merritt Island Mustangs, 1 from Titusville, and 1 from Space Coast.
I know I see big number 75 up there, and number 5 from MCC. That's Noah Ostrander, and 55, I believe, is Corbin Young. I think that's 55. Or
Yep.
6. Who is that? 55?
5 on the D-line.
Yep, got
MCC.
no number 5, so I don't know who that is.
You got someone in the secondary donning the 0 jersey, but that is not Noah Flores, I can tell you that.
No, so I don't know.
I think that's Ezra Engel.
Yeah, so, yeah. People are going to wonder why they didn't get their flowers tonight. Well, wear your jersey.
We're waiting on the chain crew.
Oh, we don't have a chain crew. Well, that would make sense.
Yeah, that would be hopeful.
Okay. And here we go. Also looking forward to seeing on the other side tonight. I want to see a little bit of Seth Hufty tonight to get out there and get it. And here we go here. The quarterback is Christian Burt. Burt with Delvonte Williams to his right. 4 wide receivers set. Hancock. The give is to Williams. Big hole there. And Williams gets through it. Actually, that hole closed rather quickly. Jackson, that's a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Yeah, the defense there you saw from the south side really brought some blitz from the linebacker positions and was ready to fill that hole. I mean, it's going to be a key tonight for them to shut down Delvonte Williams early and often if they want to win this one.
All right, 2nd down and 7 for the North roster. Burt turns hands to Williams again. Nothing fancy, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. There's 3 more to be 3rd and 3 for the North.
Yeah, once again, same hole kind of run up the middle for Williams, and that time they kind of pulled one of the linebackers back off into coverage, and that gave Williams more of a hole to run through, and a little bit more successful that time on 2nd down.
So here we go with, it says 4th, but it's 3rd and 3. And so far, Burt and Williams doing the bulk majority of the work. Burt wants it, has it, this time pulls it out with a little out pass to Hancock, who makes a one-handed highlight-type catch, and Hancock, the Vieira wide receiver, with the 1st down. Nice play by Hancock there. Burt threw that ball behind him, and Hancock went and got it.
Yeah, we got a flag down here, and I think you're going to get a hold on the outside here, and they're going to get...
Are these really all that necessary tonight?
Going to get Damian Balder on that one, who kind of helped set that edge, but just kind of wrapped up the DB that was out there. And unfortunately, that negates a pretty solid play there by Hancock with one hand.
Don't worry, Jack. I'm going to cut it for you and send it to you anyway. Nobody will know the wiser. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 7 following the spot holding foul. Delvonte Williams with another spectacular season this year in the backfield. If you look at Williams this year, 154 carries, 874 yards, 5 touchdowns. That's through just 9 games played. 3rd and 7 as Burt from the gun. He's in trouble. He steps in and out, gets it out. I don't know how he got the ball off, but he does complete the pass. It's close to a 1st down. That's an outstanding play right there by Burt. Gets it over to Damian Balder, his teammate. And you know what? That's a good job by Burt, wiggling out of trouble, because that's about what he did right there. Wiggle out of trouble and give his team a 1st down.
Yeah, it was a heads-up play by Burt, somehow getting away and delivering a good ball. And if Balder's knee wouldn't have touched going down for it, that could have been, good run after catch as well.
And we got whistles before the play. Burt, 627 yards this year. Completed passes at a 56% completion percentage. It's 14-yard passing average, though. The thing about Burt, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions, a 101.2 quarterback rating. And those stats are brought to you courtesy of one Jackson T. Robb. 1st and 10. So that's going to be offsides, I believe. So now it's going to be 1st and 5. And this opens up the playbook. You get a plethora of opportunities and chances on a 1st and 5 situation. Let's see what, indeed, Coach Tyler Murray goes with. It's a straight handoff till Delvonte Williams. Williams cuts back to the left. Williams with room across the 50, down to the 40, all the way down to the 37-yard line as he is chased out of bounds by number 58, Daniel Norris from Bayside, but not before he picks up 27 yards and a huge North 1st down.
Yeah, it's a good job edge shedding by those, the left tackle and also the receivers they had to the near side. And also just a good play call by Coach Tyler Murray and company, because that time there was only 3 on the defensive line for that south side. Got
whistles again, and this is the 3rd flag on the opening drive. So far we've got an offsides and a hold. Let's see what this one is.
Offsides as well.
So this is going to be another 1st and 5 situation, and that's going to move the football down to the, the 33.
Yep.
So it'll be 1st and 5 from the 33. Burt leading the opening drive. If you're confused, turning just in, you see 2 ones on the field. That's because the players are wearing their own jerseys. The one nearest to the screen is Tobias Semper from Merritt Island. The one playing quarterback is Christian Burt from Space Coast. Delvonte Williams to his right. And Burt with Semper in motion and gives to Williams. Why not? Straight up the gut, and Delvonte Williams will pick up 3 to be 2nd and 2 at the 30.
That was a great block there by Finn Goldinger off the edge. Blocked a corner blitz that, that South team kind of dialed up there to try and get him in the backfield. And although it wasn't a huge gain there, solid gain on first down to get 3 yards, but that definitely could have been a loss if Goldinger didn't key that one off.
All right, 2nd down and 2. I'd like to see the ball go in the air here. And Semper in motion again. And it is a jet sweep to Semper. And Semper just, I don't know what that was. I don't know if he slipped, went down because he was getting ready to get his clock cleaned. Who knows? But it'll bring up 3rd and 2.
Yeah, it looked like he kind of had room to cut up to the outside. Just kind of went down there right at the line of scrimmage and didn't hit the corner. But, jet touch pass, solid design there offensively, just didn't come to fruition.
All right, that's going to bring up 3rd down and 2. Obvious 4-down territory here. You definitely got to feel that's the situation. Why wouldn't you go for it, right? Tobias Semper this year, he had a great year. He had 35 catches for 451 yards. This is the electric Jalen Bradley from Rockledge, and Bradley had himself a season this year. He kind of came on from the middle portion to the end of the season last year. This is the 1st down, and I got a chance to watch him play late in the year. 96 carries, 690 yards, 9 touchdowns for the Raiders this year. And it is Bradley in the backfield with Burt. 1st and 10, ball at the 27-yard line. Burt turns, gives to Bradley again. Bradley cuts in and then out. He'll pick up 3, maybe 2, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, I think Jalen Bradley could be an X factor in this game. He's just an electric player when you can get some open space with him. And I think, looking at the running backs we're going to see in this game, guys like Delvonte Williams, Jalen Bradley, and on the other side of the field, going to see Buda James and guys like that. The rushing game is going to be a big part of this year's All-Star game, I believe.
Kid's all heart, man. I read some stories on Jalen this year. Rockledge's social media did a nice post on him. And I'll tell you what, man, the kid's got a lot of heart, plays hard, is electric. 2nd and 8. Well, Delvonte Williams is checked back in. 3 wide receivers to the near side. The southpaw going to put it in the air. Good-looking throw, and that is picked off. That is a great pickoff at the goal line. That's number 21 from the Heritage Panthers picking that football up. And that is, who is that? No idea. Oh, that's Mickey Gillis. Mickey Gillis with the interception there. No, not the country western singer. The defensive back from Heritage who, with a nice interception, Jackson. That ball looked good coming out of the hands of Burt, but ultimately underthrown.
Yeah, we got an injured player down on the offensive side, and I saw flags come in. Most likely going to be some sort of blindside block there. But, yeah, I mean, that one looked like it had a good distance, but I think the receiver kind of had a little bit of a hard time sizing up whether he was overrunning it or trying to slow down to get to it. But honestly, Mickey Gillis there just makes a great play on the ball, timing it up perfectly, and also setting up for a good return as well from the goal line instead of going into the end zone and just taking a knee.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the north side or south side now as the drive is thwarted with an interception. And
that's Marshall Conley, who was injured
from Merritt Island. He's walking off under his own power, so all is good in Conley's world right now, hopefully, as the offense for the north side take the field. And I wouldn't expect anybody other than Caden Brabham to be at quarterback. And I got to tell you, man, I love the Brabhams.
Yeah, the penalty there was a crackback block, so that'll push that south side team back inside their own 10-yard line here, which is unfortunate. But, yeah, you got Brabham back there with Buda James. It's going to be an interesting duo there in the backfield.
Buda James this year, 893 rushing yards and a dozen touchdowns. Brabham wants it, turns, gives the Buda James straight up the gut for a gain of 11. He is so quick on that first step, Jackson. Buda James with a gain of 10.
Yeah, that initial burst of speed was huge on that play. Simple as that. You get that first burst, get through the defensive line, then it's up to the linebackers and the secondary to bring you down. It's a hard type of running back to beat.
This is James again, and this time they bottle him up. This year, Caden Brabham for Bayside, 784 yards passing, 9 touchdowns this year. And Brabham, of course, a lot of people will also remember his brother Logan. Danny Silva, yep, I remember that. 2nd down and 6. See, Buda James looked like he was bottled up, and he still picked up 4. So 2nd and 6 here. Brabham with James to his right. They're going to throw the football here. Brabham with a good-looking pitch and catch over there to the far side. That's number 1 for somebody.
Yeah, quick out route there. Good break on the ball. And
I think that's Dante Diorio from Sebastian River.
Yeah, nice feed there to the outside. Going to be 3rd and short. Interesting to see what the south side's going to go with here. If they want to put it in the air, just see if Buda James can pick up the short 3 yards here.
Keep your eye on Jordan Woods there, that linebacker sort of hybrid DB there. I love watching Jordan play from Rockledge. Brabham. Little play action there, rolls right, gets a ball out to Dante Diorio, but off of his fingertips, and that's going to bring up 4th and 3, and punting unit will come on for Billy Miller and the south side.
Yeah, it's unfortunate there. Good turnover they picked up with the interception there on the goal line, and it's not able to turn it into points. So that's a good play by the defense of the North there to get a quick stop and get the ball back and really not get punished for the interception.
5:45 to go in the opening quarter. And speaking of the aforementioned Jordan Woods, he is back deep. Let me tell you, Jordan can sing too, gentlemen. Remember that? I can't remember what Motown song he sang at Media Day, but, man, he crushed it. Good snap. And that's a great punt, man. Beautiful spiral. Woods will let it bounce at the 30. It'll take a roll here, and it'll be down at the 36-yard line. And this is where the North will come back out and take over. And this game, the game itself, the money is funded for this game by the Melbourne Mercenaries Youth Football Program. And of course, I know they, thank you so much to the Melbourne Mercenaries for making sure this game went off again. Of course, BSN Sports, the apparel company as well. But our sponsors sponsor our broadcast, and those are the ones that we also want to show some love to. And you'll see them at the top of the screen. And just remember, it's the holiday season here with not that many days to go until the morning. Please remember, if we have a sponsor that's a retail, please, Tales from the Barkery, Gamers R Us, companies like that, that you'll want to make sure that you patronize those, because those are the ones that support youth and prep sports in Brevard County, and we would truly, truly appreciate it. And it looks like it is going to be the Holy Trinity quarterback wearing the Rockledge jersey, Forrest Butler Jr. at quarterback, and I think he's going to have Jalen Bradley back there. Butler wants it, has it, play action, rolls to his right, looking, slips, gets up, and he's going to be absolutely drilled back at the 15-yard line and up and at him right there. That's Wyatt Vatava, and you're not running away from Wyatt Vatava.
Yeah, Vatava and Brock Eden, the one that led the charge as well there from Heritage. Big loss there, and for Butler, just kind of runs out of time there. There's only so much time you can have over there once you roll out of the pocket, and either you got to commit to running it or just put the ball in the air, because the longer you stand out there, you don't have blockers in front of you, and if someone wants to come downhill from the linebacker position, they got a pretty much a straight shot at you.
This is the Rockledge offense that's offsides. This is the Rockledge offense with Forrest Butler at quarterback for them. So when you go down the list here, and again, Jackson, you did a heck of a list. This year for Holy Trinity, Butler with 234 yards, no touchdowns this season, played 5 games at the quarterback position this year. So actually they're going to call false start, so it's going to be 2nd down and 23 for the north side. I've done pretty good so far, Jackson. I haven't mixed the teams up. Yeah. The north side with Butler Jr. at quarterback, turns, gives, play action, throws, and that's got to be a flag. Yeah, I was going to say that's pass interference, as the pass there was intended for Joshua Williams, and that'll be 15 yards, but it won't be an automatic first down.
And you got Ramel Hernandez in coverage, the MCC wide receiver, interestingly enough there. And, I don't know if it's his first time in coverage, but that one just whether intentionally or not, kind of got his arms and legs tangled up with Williams streaking down over the middle of the field. And I think if that doesn't happen, that's going to be a pretty solid catch and run for that north side team. So pass interference breaks up the pass, but it'll give him 15.
Speed is speed, I guess, huh? 4:30 to go here in the opening quarter. No score between the north and the south of Brevard County, the longest county in the state of Florida in terms of distance north and south. Bet you didn't know that.
Can't say I did.
Well, as you go off to university next year, there's a little tidbit in your back pocket. 2nd and
Big
18.
blitz. Oh,
yeah,
my goodness.
huge. But that's why Batava.
Yeah.
And Batava absolutely blows up anything they wanted to accomplish there. And let me tell you something. Jeff Panucci's players, I don't care who they are. Every year, everybody always gets so mad at me because when I do Defensive Players of the Year, the first place I always go look is Melbourne. Every year. And I look at it because I know there are dudes on that Melbourne defense because I know how Jeff Panucci coaches them.
Yeah, I think every year I've been here, stats-wise, they've had one of, if not the leading tacklers every year. I think they have that again this year with either Vatava or Gagan over there. So that one, he just flew in the blink of an eye. As I kind of diagnosed, they brought the linebackers down to blitz, and then they fake it that time. But
yeah. And this is Butler Jr. in trouble again. He tells his receiver to go. He doesn't. And that was just hitting the X button. That was intended for Chris Kelly. Colin Roddy in coverage there. Nice job by Roddy to stay with Chris Kelly on that play. Colin Roddy did a heck of a job on that.
Yeah, he nearly came away with that one. Just put himself in a good position to go up and get that ball. Now 4th down, and looks like offense staying on the field for now. And I think we're going to get a timeout from the north side here, but ahead of 4th and 11. But again, good play on the ball. And again, you just see, Butler rolling himself out of the pocket. But once you pull yourself out of the pocket, and especially against this defense, which is shown to be aggressive early going after the quarterback, is, you kind of got to make up your mind. Either you put the ball in the air, which you did there, or you take off and run with it because the pressure is inevitably going to come once you kind of commit yourself to look like you're going to take off and, get yourself out of the comfort of your own pocket.
All right. 3:33 to play in the opening quarter here at Tom McIntyre Stadium. Alan Slaughterzinski, Jackson, Rob, Caleb Brown here with you. Sean Irvin, Coach Irvin on the PA here. Can't wait. It's almost lacrosse season. That's right, almost lacrosse season here, and I know Jackson's excited for that. And man, I don't know how you're going to have time. What? Yeah. I like it. And by the way, I'm just going to put this little tidbit out there. Well, I'll keep quiet for now. I'll save it for later. 4th down, and I guess we're going to get a quick kick because I cannot imagine going for this. Yep. Yeah, quick kick, and maybe they should have gone for it. And that ball it does take a good bounce, and that will be a 1st and 10 as the south side will come back out, and they'll take over at their own 42 as Buda James leads them out, as does big number 77 from MCC, Merritt Campbell. And tell you what, MCC with another good year this season. Of course, Brogan McNabb, the video game-like numbers, 1,882 passing yards. He's not here because he's not a senior, but 966 rushing yards. Just incredible numbers. And again, all the way for MCC. Did they go to the regional semis?
No, I think they lost in the opening round in overtime.
Right. Okay, yep. So 1st and 10, Brabham under center odd formation. Brabham, that turf is slick. Buda James, not slick for Buda James. Look at Buda James with the cut to the right, and James picks up 8, and it's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, it did rain throughout a lot of the day. I know up in my area, up at Satellite, and I'm guessing it did down here in Melbourne as well. So, turf is keen to be slippery once you put some water on it. So, but good play by James there, keeping his foot in the turf and staying on his feet to pick up some good yardage. And, again, once again, using that outside, using it well.
Somebody's got the right shoes on. Brabham from the pistol shotgun set with Buda James to his left, doubles. Wide receivers blitz right there, and they beat it That's a great job beating the run blitz right there. Buda James with a first down, and forward progress will be a gain of 5. And on the blitz right there, you saw him come shooting in.
Looked like it was Dominic Smith.
It was
from
Dominic
Merritt Island.
Smith. I believe that's one of the leading tacklers for the Mustangs this year. Congratulations to Tyler Murray and the Merritt Island Mustangs on another terrific season, a tough overtime first-round playoff loss to the Titusville Terriers. But a lot of the core of that football team will be back next season. They've got the young sophomore quarterback. Of course, the junior quarterback will be a senior next year. So we'll see how that all plays out next year, but they should be a lot of fun to watch. It'll be 1st and 10 for Tyler Murray's Northside team. I'm sorry. There it is. There's the first time. Brabham throws in and out of the hands, and that ball should have been caught by Dante DiOrio. That was a good pass by Caden Brabham of the South, I might add, of the South.
Yeah, second time there. Third time he's looked for DiOrio. Second time it's gone off his fingertips. That one kind of right off the palms there. Got to bring that one in on the outside, and one that would have been helpful for the South to bring in, but only second down here.
I had asked Adam Franco to join us as he does every year, but I haven't received any messages back from anybody from Cocoa over the last couple of days. So, well, I don't know. We'll see what's going on up there. I'm sure something's in the works. Buda James on a little halfback flare, and Buda James turns that into a gain of 5, and that'll be 3rd and 5 now. Buda James tearing it up out there.
Yeah, a quick little play out of the backfield there. Just kind of one of those high percentage throws to just get a catch and run to set up for Buda James, and solid play there, gets him 5 yards, pretty much as designed. And, that's the best what you can ask for out of a play that's set up like that.
So a big 3rd down here, and I wouldn't doubt at all that this is 4-down territory here. I mean, it's an all-star game, and why not? And you got Buda James back there doing what he does, but not right now because it's a 5-wide receiver set with Dante DiOrio back there just slightly ahead and to the left of Brabham. 3 wide receivers to the near side. Brabham, 2-step drop, looking, fires. That's a bullet, and it is dropped. Turn around and go back to the huddle, young man.
Yeah, it's Braden Marson there from Heritage, and just case of the drops early here for this team from the South. Have had some few good plays set up with open receivers. Just got to bring the ball in here, and now brings up 4th and 5 instead of what could have been 1st and 10.
I give it to Chris Kelly, though, for coming out and playing, man. Look, Chris Kelly had a great state championship game on the return game for Cocoa.
Yeah, once he worked his way into this lineup as a transfer, I think he really turned some heads. I think he got better as the season went on. And, again, this one just free football in a sense for him to go out and just play one more and, continue to kind of work his name into any conversations at the next level.
And they will indeed go for it on 4th and 5. Brabham now all the way back. Blitz, screen pass, but read beautifully by the defense, specifically number 23 from Merritt Island, or 30. Who was that? Herrick? Caden Herrick, I believe, read that. Yeah, it was Herrick. Caden Herrick read it like a Dr. Seuss book, and that'll be a turnover on downs with 57 seconds to go here in the first quarter, and no score between the North and the South as we were talking about. Listen, I'm going to be honest. I expect big changes at Cocoa. I do. I don't know if Coach Snyder's coming back. If I had my guess, I'd say he's not. That would be my guess. I don't know. I think for a guy that's done a terrific job there and opportunities abound, especially after last season, I don't expect him back. I don't.
Yeah, next year is going to be, I think, one of the bigger transition years I think we've seen at Cocoa in a while, one way or another, whoever's at the helm. And just due to the fact of how many guys they're losing. And, once again, the question at quarterback, it went from Widener to Boda to Hart, and now who knows what it'll be next year. And it'll be interesting. You'll have Latristan Lane in the backfield, no Javen Boggs, no Javion Hilson. So, it'll be some turnover at Cocoa, and we'll see if they can go for the 4-peat and see if it's in the works.
1st and 10 now. 4 turns, gives straight up the gut. And that'll be a gain of 1, maybe 2. The O'Galley Commodores, who are clearly one of the best programs right now running in this county, congratulations. They don't have any players in this game, but congratulations to Chris Sands as time winds down here in the first quarter. And I expect with Joseph Allen returning and a lot of those players coming back next year, I expect to see them probably right back pushing for another Final Four.
Yeah, I think they return a lot of their core guys, Xavier Larice as well, once he gets healthy. So, yeah, no doubt. I think O'Galley will continue to build where they are and
ball's out.
State championship. Ball's
out. Scramble on the field, and it looks like Noah Ostrander's under there. He doesn't have it though, but who has it?
They quickly hop up. That typically means it's going to be sticking with the offense
there. And that should take us and will take us to the end of the first quarter. All right, so let's continue our conversation talking about the rest of that's the end of the first quarter. Talking about, football as a whole this year. So, you kind of go to that number 3 team, the Titusville Terriers. And, I mean, listen, if we're being honest, I mean, we'll see, Titusville, John Holmes, another spectacular season. But there's always whispers, there's always rumors, there's always talking. But I think, that program is back on extremely solid footing. They were, without a doubt, you had Cocoa 1, O'Galley 2, and it was without a doubt this year that Titusville was number 3 with the job that they did this year. They didn't have the numbers of O'Galley, and not that O'Galley had great numbers or Cocoa had great numbers, but you had a tremendous amount of guys up at Titusville playing both sides of the football, and another spectacular job by the Terriers and the Terrier coaching staff this year.
Yeah, it was a great season moving on to, the regional semifinals, and unfortunately they had a tough end up at O'Galley. But, yeah, I think it was a great season for them. And, again, it's just taking those steps year after year to continue to kick it up from, a winless season to going to playoffs, hosting a playoff game, winning playoff games. So it's those steps, but they're going to keep looking to accelerate those steps quicker and quicker to try and get to the level of being in a regional final, trying to get to a state Final Four. And if they can keep making these steps year after year, who knows? It could be there quicker than people think.
Jackson and I are switching duties for the second quarter. Take it over, J-Rob.
3rd down and 5 here. Quick play fake. Burt going over the top into double coverage. That one broken up by MCC's Ezra Engel. Looking up top for number 14 from Rockledge. That would be Joshua Williams again. And someone that, this North team has looked at as a vertical threat a few times tonight. Haven't been able to connect yet. Incomplete. Brings up 4th and 5.
All right. Chris Kelly's over here on the near side. We were just talking about him.
Looks like he'll be one-on-one coverage with what looks to be Colin Roddy from Satellite. Well, now he'll move into the slot ahead of 4th and 5. Offense staying on the field, and looks like that the north side will go for it from their own 45-yard line. Burt with 2 receivers on the far side, 1 out to the near, brings Semper in motion, trying to get the defense to jump off sides with the motion and the hard count. No movement. Good discipline from the South's defensive line. Still 4th and 5, showing blitz from the South. They do snap it, handoff up the middle. Delvonte Williams, good burst. Still up, and he is going to run ahead for a gain of 10 yards on 4th and 5. Great second effort by Williams to get through that initial pushback, and that's going to bring up a first down for the North and up to the South 46.
Hey, I want to say hello to my guy, Craig Spencer, man. I love Coach Craig Spencer. I do. Melanie Anderson had asked us a question there. Did we think Snyder was leaving? Yeah, we answered that. Yes, we do. That's our guess. We don't, we don't have anything to back that up. But I don't want this broadcast to turn into that. That's our opinion on the matter. And again, 7 years there, Coach Snyder. I don't think it's any secret anywhere in the county that Coach Snyder has always had aspirations to coach collegiately, and if that opportunity has come up for him, I don't see why he wouldn't take it. But no, I don't think he'll be back. That's just my opinion. I hope I'm wrong for Coco's sake, but
That'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for the North. Handoff again up the middle to Delvonte Williams. Breaks a few tackles up at the line of scrimmage and runs ahead for a nice gain of about 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and short here for the North as they continue to keep it on the ground.
Oh, I don't have any idea, Melanie. I've got my guesses, but that's like anybody else.
That'll bring up 3rd down and 3 here from the South 39-yard line. Burt in the shotgun once again, and this time it is the give. Williams gets hit in the backfield, breaks to the outside, and Williams is going to come close to the sticks there. Nice play after getting hit in the backfield quickly. by Votava as well as Corbin Young. And it's going to be close, and we'll see if Williams ended up getting to the first down or not. And it looks like it's going to be fourth down. Does not get there over by the sideline, but it's going to be a 4th and 1 instead of what could have been a possible loss of yardage. 4th and 1 for the North here, and we're going to have a timeout coming from the North here with 10:14 to go in the second quarter. Still no scoring in this one. Still 0-0 as we head, through the early part of quarter number 2.
We currently have one coaching vacancy, which my sources tell me will be filled at any time over the course of the next couple of days. That's at Satellite. So I expect that to be filled here in the very, very near future. Outside of that, that's the only coaching vacancy right now that we have. On average, since I've been covering Brevard County High School football, there are on average 6 coaching vacancies every offseason. That's just the way it goes. So we'll see if we get anywhere close to that number this offseason.
Yeah, just for reference, I think in the 4 years I've been here, I think I've seen every team in the county but Cocoa and O'Galley have some head coach turnover.
No, you have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think we got, 18? Let me make sure. Yeah, 18 schools in the county.
Yep.
Not counting, 8-man, I think we've had the same coaches the whole way. So 4 out of 18. 4th and 1.
Yeah, big 4th down here.
Christian Burton, the shotgun with Delvonte Williams. Kelly to the near side. Heavy package up front. Direct give. Delvonte Williams. Ball pops up in the air. An odd way for that ball to come out as it flies through the air up ahead of the line to gain. And it looks like the defense recovers it. And first down South from about their own 31-yard line.
Jackson, let me tell you who blew that play up. Wyatt Votava blew that play up. Absolutely came in, and they saw Wyatt, but I don't know if he calls the fumble, but he blew it up.
Yeah, he definitely got there in the backfield, and whether it got punched up in the air or just something on the exchange, but that ball flew forward over the line of scrimmage, offense and defensive line, and well over the line to gain, but that wasn't to the benefit of the offense as the South's defense recovers the fumble and makes it 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line. Caden Brabham and Buddha James in the backfield. 2 receivers split to the near side, one from Heritage, one from Bayside. Both the number 17s as it is 1st and 10 for the South. Brabham and the shotgun. Flags coming in from both officials in the secondary, interestingly enough.
I will say this about Cocoa is that what Ryan Schneider proved there was that you could continue the winning tradition there doing it in a completely different way. So whoever takes over next there can certainly put their stamp and mark on the program, just like Schneider did. So it's a lot. Cocoa can sustain Cocoa.
Yeah, that was, as I counted, too many men on the field on the defensive side. Will now be 1st and 5 yet again for the South. And an awkward handoff there to Buddha James. And kind of a botched handoff gets blown up quickly by the North defense, and they came away with a football.
Well, what that is right there, Jackson, is that's Buddha James wanting that football. Caden Brabham was trying to pull that ball back from him on an RPO, and Buddha James said, nah, man, this is my last high school football game. I'm going to take that football.
Yeah, and the North side came away with the ball blown dead on forward progression, makes it 2nd down and 7 on a loss of 2 yards for the South, now back at their own 33-yard line. Brabham and James in the shotgun. 2 receivers either side. Brabham, 4 on the defensive line here for the North. They blitz 5. Brabham, quick throw to the outside, wide open, and cutting upfield. There is Heritage's Mickey Gillis, and doesn't get to the line to gain, but gets just shy of it, wide open there on a quick hook. And that'll bring up 3rd down and short here for the team from the South.
Well, so far, Mickey Gillis, the only guy on the field to have touched the ball on the offense and the defense, Jackson.
Yes, with the interception there defensively on the goal line, and that one he just takes with the nice catch and run there, makes it 3rd down and 1 here for the South from their own 40. I formation, Brabham under center. Stack in the box defensively. Brabham turns, gives Buddha James up the middle, lowers his head, bouncing off defenders, but I don't know if he got there.
He didn't get it. That's a great job by the interior of the Merritt Island linebacking core. Dominic Smith and Caden Carrick.
Jordan Woods makes a good play as well from Rockledge, filling a hole there. Makes it 4th down and just about a yard, half a yard here for the South. They're looking to go for it here and would expect I formation again, and they are going to do that. Just that. Brabham will go under center. Brabham, a pretty big quarterback here on 4th down and 1, and he will take it himself on the QB sneak, and he's got more than enough yardage right up the middle. 1st down and 10 coming for the South.
Caden Brabham's half a first down in himself, so all he's got to do is fall forward. But I want to say hello to CFAT from O'Galley, Coach CFAT, and I want to say hello to Big Mike Moffitt from Scott Sporting Goods, and Coach said it looked like a blitz fest. I didn't think you could blitz in these games.
Yeah, they brought the house.
They brought the house on everything.
It's going to bring up 1st down and 10 for the South at their own 45-yard line. Brabham returns to the shotgun here with trips to the near side, one receiver to the far side on 1st and 10.
It's Mikey Gillis. France Palamise coming up out of his head there. So Mikey Gillis, not Mickey.
Dropping back, going deep as Brabham has his receiver. It's caught on the sideline inbounds at the north side's 30-yard line there. That is Daniel Cawley from Heritage. 1st down coming up. Nice route there on the outside by Cawley.
Well, I will say this. They spell it M-I-C-K-E-Y. So, No, so they spell it M-I-C-K-E-Y. That's how I pulled it. So that ain't on us.
And it's going to be 1st down and 10 for the South at the north 30 after a nice play by Daniel Cawley from Heritage. 2 receivers either side here on 1st down. Brabham in the shotgun with Buda James to his left. Looks like defensive line, they'll bring 5. Brabham with some time to throw. Pocket breaks down. Brabham will take off down the left side. And nice run there by Caden Brabham. Scampers out of bounds just shy or at the line to gain it around the 20-yard line, nearly inside the Gamers R Us red zone. And it'll bring up 2nd and short.
Best drive of the night so far, and Caden Brabham can bring that to the table as well. He may be 6'5", but he can get out there and move a little bit. As you saw the spin move in the pocket, Jackson, that was you don't see a lot of quarterbacks on the spin move unless your name is Jaden Daniels or Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, nice move there by Brabham. Sets up 2nd and short, and once again, they'll go right into the I formation. Brabham under center, and that 2 Sebastian Riverbacks behind him. Brabham bootlegs out to the right, has room to run again. He will tuck it and run for the sticks, has the 1st down inside the red zone, going out of bounds at about the north side 18-yard line for another south side 1st down on a nice run there by Caden Brabham.
I'll tell you what, Caden Brabham made the decision very quickly but he didn't give it away. He had nothing but green turf ahead of him. He saw that, recognized it, but still carried that football in a way to force the defensive backs to maintain coverage, and he picks up the 1st down. That's a high football IQ play by Brabham.
Now 1st and 10 inside the Gamers R Us red zone for the team from the South here at the north side 18-yard line. Brabham in the shotgun. Buda James once again to his right with 2 receivers on either side. 4 on the defensive line. They bring 5 once again. Buda James up the middle, who they haven't used as much on this drive, and he's going to pick up about 3 yards on 1st down. Will make it 2nd down and 7 for the South.
Got 3 Heritage Panthers checking in, including Mikey Gillis, as well as number 27 and 22. That would be Daniel Cawley and Braden Marson.
Yeah, Buda James coming off the field here offensively, and we'll see if they use a running back here, and they will. That will be Daniel Cawley back there with Caden Brabham. Brabham in the shotgun once again on 2nd down and 7 at the north 15-yard line. Brabham and turns and gives to Daniel Cawley right up the middle. Cawley breaks free across inside the 10-yard line, about at the line to gain. We'll see where they mark him, and if this will be 1st and goal coming up, and it will be, as that will set up 1st and goal for the South at the North's 8-yard line here off the run by Daniel Cawley.
Trying to see, I know you kept Cawley this year, 24 carries, 229 yards, but the big stat for Cawley this season, Jackson, is he averaged 9.5 yards a carry.
He is big for Heritage this season when they turn to him, gets a big run there, but they're actually going to respot it as 3rd and inches at the 8-yard line here for the South. And we'll see what they do to pick it up. We'll see if they go right back into the I formation here.
Now, that looks like number 3 for Bayside, which didn't have one number for Bayside, so that could be Dilf Brito. I'm not sure. Or that could be number 3 from Sebastian River as well. I'm not sure.
I formation. Brabham turns, gives. Buda James bursts up the middle, and he's going to have the first down there on 3rd down and inches. And that now will make it 1st and goal for the South. Off the run by Buda James.
Buda James gets ahead of steam, and you know what? You don't want to get around those thighs, because one of those thighs hits you in the head. That's something you're going to wake up feeling tomorrow, and that's going to be a water break on the field. So we want to take this opportunity to thank all of our sponsors that you see at the top of your screen. They, of course, include Natwick Insurance and Uberzati. Did you know right now Uberzati's got an off-season 8-week speed training session that you're not going to want to miss? Stay tuned tomorrow on Brevard Sports Network. I'll get a post up all about it. Right now, if you go to Uberzati's Facebook page, you can check it out. I highly, highly, highly recommend that if your student athlete is serious about playing sports at the next level, speed, quickness, and agility, Uberzati is where you send them. Of course, my guy with Coastal Strength in Barbell, Isaac Bermudez, does a terrific job working one-on-one with Strength. He's a great coach, great strength coach, great coach. Give him a call as well. Plenty of student athletes in this county. And, of course, how could we forget about 7v7 elite, Zone 6 7v7.
As this one a handoff up the middle to Buda James, pushing through. Second effort's going to get him into the end zone. Touchdown South on the run by the Sebastian Riverback, Buda James.
Buda James, that's my guy right there. Yes, Buda, we caught that on camera. Buda James. Listen, man, I had an opportunity to spend probably 2 hours with Buda recently at the ACY Youth Football Super Bowls. Buda actually sat in the booth with me, Jackson, and broadcast a couple of games. Great kid. Love his mom. Great family. And I couldn't be happier for Buda James to get a touchdown in the senior game.
Extra point coming up here from what looks to be Seth Hufty from Satellite. And bad snap. Brabham picks it up, rolls to the right, trying to make something happen, and he'll just throw it into the turf. Incomplete. Now 6-0 the lead for the South. And I'll tell you what, I don't think Hufty did a lot of kicking for Satellite this year, if any, but not going to get his chance there. Snap too low and mishandled by Brabham. Nearly made something out of it on the run, but obviously nobody ready to get open because there was no design routes to be run. So 6-0 for the South off the 5-yard touchdown run by Buda James.
Coming up over the Christmas break, we're going to announce all of our players of the year, our coaches of the year, our coordinators of the year, all that stuff coming up. And I was thinking about special team player of the year, and man, what a season Dean Roberts had for Titusville. I think when we were talking about this in our group chat the other day about who these players would be, Dean Roberts looked like a pretty good unanimous choice there, didn't he? Yeah,
he had a heck of a season and one of the best legs I think you have in Brevard County. Very accurate kicker, got a lot of power as well behind that leg, and he's great punting and kicking the ball. So, I mean, we got a lot of guys like that in Brevard County this year, guys that go both punting and kicking, and you see that a lot in high school, but got a lot of guys here specifically in Brevard that do it very well. It's getting set to kick off here for the South. Will be number 27 from Heritage is Braden Marson. And he will get set to boot it away here for the South, who leads it 6-0 off the Buda James touchdown run. Deep kick here, returnable for Tobias Semper here from his own 1-yard line here from Merritt Island. Semper cutting upfield, bounce off a tackle. Semper still on his feet across the 30. Semper still going up across the 40, wow. And that'll be a touchdown-saving tackle there by Mikey Gillis from Heritage, as somehow Semper stayed on his feet through some broken tackles, flagged down here late in the play.
Well, that's not normally in the area where the special teams would be called for a hold, so I'm interested to see what this is.
I think it's going to be celebration there on Semper.
Oh, celebrate, young man, celebrate. So senior game, you just ran the ball back all the way, and if it wasn't for Mikey Gillis, you'd still be running.
And we'll wait the official call. It is going to be
delay
a game on him for throwing the ball, but
okay, all right. Well, they didn't give him the 15, which I like. They had to give him something. They gave him a delay a game. That's only 5 yards.
Now it'll be 1st down and 10 from the North from their own 37-yard line. And again, out there at quarterback is going to be the Holy Trinity quarterback wearing the Rockledge outfit, Forrest Butler, with Jalen Bradley to his right here.
This is the Rockledge unit again. You got this tight end on the right side here as well.
Chris Kelly and Tobias Semper on the far side. Semper comes in motion, jet touch pass on the reverse, going the other way here to the left side with green grass ahead. First down and more down the sideline. We ripped out of bounds up ahead and they're going to get him with the horse collar there on the nice run by number.
I don't understand how that's a horse collar. You can grab him up high, grab him by the jersey, unless the tackle him like that by the back of the jersey is a horse collar. But I don't understand how that's a horse collar. That was who was that on that tackle? Because that's a touchdown-saving tackle. I think that was David Patterson from Bayside.
Yeah, I don't know who the runner was, number 3 from Rockledge, but either way, good run, and going to get 15 on the end of it for the horse collar call as he threw him out of bounds off of his jersey, which looked like it came from over the shoulder
Who'd they flip that ball to, Jackson?
It was number 3. It was initially Semper, turned it back to number 3 from Rockledge, who's not on the roster.
Yeah, we don't have a number 3, so.
Big play by him, a lot of green grass, great play design there by the North. Butler drops back to pass on 1st and 10, looking upfield, pocket breaks down. He'll throw in the flat to number 3, who is lit up quickly there and dragged down by Ramel Hernandez from MCC. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Good coverage there from the Friday night wide receiver of sorts when talking about Ramel Hernandez, and makes a stop there on number 3 for Rockledge. That'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
Let me see if I can dig up and see who this number 3 is for Rockledge, because he deserves a little love here.
It'll be 2nd down and 8 here. Butler in the shotgun with Delvonte Williams behind him.
Yeah, it is Darion Alife.
Turn to give. Nice run by Delvonte Williams inside the South's 25-yard line. 3rd down and 3 coming up.
Darion Alife, Aylife. Darion Alife, Jackson, number 3 for the Rockledge Raiders, listed as a senior wide receiver.
I think he was their leading receiver this season. Getting some good plays here. 3rd down and 2. Hand to Delvonte Williams on the left side of the line. Cuts it inside, spinning down, and I think that last spin to the ground may have gotten him enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. We'll see where they mark him here for the North. Either way, it'd be 4-down territory, knocking on the door of the red zone for the first time tonight. They're not going to give him, yes, they will give him the 1st down, as it'll be 1st and 10 here for the North from the South's 22-yard line off the run by Williams.
Do I have one? Nope.
It'll be 1st down and 10 for the North from the South's 22-yard line. Now Jalen Bradley to the left of Forrest Butler. 2 receivers on the near side of Semper and Alife. Man goes in motion there from the right to the left side of the line ahead of 1st down and 10. South showing blitz. They bring it. Play fake. Butler over the middle on the slant looking for Kelly. Is incomplete. Hit a little early. The ball a little bit too far in front of Kelly either way. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 here for the North from the South's 22-yard line.
Yeah, Alife had 214 yards and 2 touchdowns this year for the Raiders.
It'll be 2nd down and 10 here for the North to the South's 22-yard line after the incompletion on the 1st down play from Butler to Kelly. A very rare occasion to see a Rockledge player throw into a Cocoa player on purpose. 2nd down and 10, handoff up the middle to Jalen Bradley, who will try and find some room to run, gets inside the tails of the Barkery red zone to bring up 3rd down and 7. They will have 3rd and 7 from the South's 19-yard line. Delvonte Williams comes back in for this offense. Butler in the shotgun, and over to the near side will be Tobias Semper and Alife. On the far side, it's Chris Kelly, who are your 3 receivers out wide. 3rd down and 7. Butler takes a snap. Quick throw on the curl to Kelly. Chris Kelly quickly brought down. Ball is popped free, and it's still out. And I think Kelly ended up getting it back for his offense, but he's going to lose a lot of yardage there on that one. We'll see where it's finally marked. It's going to be 4th down and long. As Kelly actually ended up running backwards to go get his own fumble. And that'll bring up 4th down and long here. 4th and 14 here for the North from the South's 26-yard line. Don't think there's going to be any thought of kicking it. We're going to get a timeout here from the North. With only 2:20 to go in the first half, they trailed the South 6-0. Had a 4th down and 14 to come for the North. Off the disastrous 3rd down play that could have picked up some good yards, instead was fumbled and kicked back behind the original line of scrimmage and finally scooped up by Chris Kelly after he initially fumbled it. And now 4th and 14. I believe the North with just one timeout remaining in this half. I know they've taken one already. Here late in the first half, 6-0 lead for the South off the 5-yard touchdown run by Sebastian Riverback, Buda James. Now to be 4th and 14 coming from the North here at the South's 26-yard line. From here, it'd be a 43-yarder, and I know the North would love if they had a kicker like, Titusville's Dean Roberts or, any of the other great kickers we had from the north side of the county, but not going to opt to kick anything here. It'll be 4th down and 14. And they will go for it. Forrest Butler with Delvonte Williams to his right. 4th down. Butler drops, has time, lofts one over the top.
Oh!
Nearly intercepted and nearly caught as well, both in the area. And that was, again, Mickey Gillis in coverage and, cutting off Aliff. Or Mikey, my mistake, Mikey Gillis in coverage. And Aliff was the intended receiver there inside the 10-yard line. And a nice throw there by Butler, putting it just over the fingertips of Gillis.
Let me say this. I don't know that because Aliff didn't even go for the ball.
No.
He didn't go for the ball, so I don't know how catchable that ball actually was. So I'm not sure any indication that he wouldn't go for a pass in this game. So that ball had to be way off the mark. It just probably was our perception here.
Just over the hands of Mikey Gillis there in coverage. Makes it turnover on downs. And 1st and 10 coming for the South at their own 26-yard line. Last drive ended with a touchdown. They lead 6-0 here with 2:15 to go in the first half here in the Brevard County All-Star game. Brabham drops, going deep over the top. Has his man one-on-one. What a catch! Still on his feet inside the North 40-yard line there. Is Heritage's Braden Marson going up and making the play in double coverage. Nice throw as well from Caden Brabham.
Marson, a transfer into Heritage this year. I think he came from Vero Beach. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check that. But that's just a great adjustment on the ball by Marson, who, by the way, is also the kicker, kicking the ball down to the goal line too.
Yes, he is. 1st down and 10 for the South from the North's 40-yard line. Brabham drops back, pre-snap whistles here. And this play will be blown dead. And we will have, once again, I think, too many men on the field here on the defense.
I love my dude, Caden Brabham, and love to tell everybody that was a beautiful back shoulder fade. But I think it was Marson's adjustment on the ball. That's a good pass by Brabham. And he allowed Marson to be able to come back and make the adjustment, which he did. That was just a great play by Marson.
That'll make it 1st down and 5 after the pre-snap penalty on the defensive side. 1st and 5 at the South from the North's 35-yard line, looking to get another score on the board here before halftime with under 1:40 to play. Brabham in the shotgun, trips near side. And he was not ready for that snap. Live play, Brabham on the run, and he's sacked there for a loss. Flag comes
Jordan
in late.
Woods made him pay, too.
He did not want that ball. Luckily, it didn't come back to bite him. Defense didn't recover it, but he took the hit for it from Jordan Woods, and a flag came in there late in the play as well.
See what the flag is here, because this is going to be big on the flag. You know what, Jackson? I actually prefer them wearing their own jerseys. They're going to decline this penalty, by the way. It's going to go against – it's going to be illegal shift. But they're going to go against I like them wearing their own jerseys. I really do.
I do as well. I think it was fun when the NFL did it.
Major League Baseball is going back to it.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, after the last few years, they, had their own designs.
Those clown uniforms they've been wearing.
Yeah, so it's always fun to get the All-Star game. You rep your own team, and it's always a good time when you get that opportunity. Now it's going to be, it's like 2nd down and 10 after a loss of 5 as the North brings a blitz. Brabham drops back, lets it fly down the middle of the field, wide open. It's caught inside the 10, down inside the 5, and wide open over the top of the secondary there was Mikkel Battle from Heritage. First and goal coming up for the South inside the 5-yard line.
Well, that was a good job of recognition by Braben right there, because he was originally going to the left side over here on the near side with that football, but saw the wide receiver beat coverage straight down the middle towards the post and threw a nice ball down there and hit him.
Now first and goal for the South at the 2-yard line with under a minute to go in the first half. Nice throw by Brabham. Didn't really look like he was packing up to send it deep. Just kind of flicked that ball right downfield and hit Battle in stride.
Yeah, it was a last-minute adjustment by Brabham. We're going to get a timeout, and that's just good quarterback recognition. We told you Brabham had a high IQ, and there is a prime example of it.
44 seconds to go here in the first half. Timeout taken by the South ahead of first and goal at the 2, looking to go ahead by 2 scores into the half if they can.
Well, right here, I don't understand why this isn't anything but Buda James.
Yeah. I think, at this point you go Buda James. If he's somehow kept out of the end zone, then it's just a Caden Brabham sneak at the 1.
Yeah.
Not too much decision-making needed there. I don't think you need to put the ball in the air.
Boy, but have we seen many coaches at every level overthink this right here.
Oh, yeah.
Can the first one that comes to mind is one Pete Carroll.
Oh, yeah. I don't think anyone forgets that
I'm not going to give you the ball, Marshawn Lynch. I'm going to go ahead and throw it.
Who was unstoppable?
Let's go ahead and lose the Super Bowl.
Destroy what could have been a dynasty.
It'll be now first down and goal at the 2 coming out of the timeout after the deep ball from Caden Brabham to Mikael Battle. Now it'll be first and goal at the 2 for the South in I formation. Buda James is the fullback with Dante Diorio as the tailback. They give to Diorio up the middle. And it looks like he's kept out of the end zone there on first and goal. It'll be second and goal at the 2. And
switch that up. Let Buda James get the head of steel or the head of steam.
They're going to quickly go right back into the I formation. I think this one might be a sneak. They're going to stack the box. Brabham does sneak it, diving low.
He didn't get in either.
Looked like there was whistles pre-snap, though. And it's going to be offsides on the defense. It's going to get them an inch closer, and they'll redo second and goal.
Well, it'll stop the clock, too. And
21 seconds to go in the half. And the South trying to run this clock down as far as they can, before they get in the end zone, because they're going to need the ball after the half as well. Looking for a chance to really open this one up. It's going to be now second and goal from inside the 1-yard line. I formation. Brabham under center. Stack the box defensively. Brabham turns, gives this time. Diorio up the middle, and that'll be a touchdown for the South, and it's another Sebastian River Shark. It's Dante Diorio with the 1-yard touchdown run for the South team, and that'll put them ahead by 2 scores here with 14 seconds to go in the first half.
So far it's been for the South. You've got Heritage players playing really, really well in this football game, and, of course, Sebastian River with their backs in Diorio and Buda James. And, of course, Caden Brabham from Bayside making some good throws.
As it is going to be now they'll go for 2 on purpose after last time. A botched extra point attempt was no good. Now they'll go back in I formation, going for 2. Brabham under center. James in the fullback position, and pre-snap whistles once again.
I went back and watched that state championship game the other day on the Go for 2 by Russell Ellington of Gadsden County, and I still can't believe it. I still can't believe he did it. And the guy on the actual NFHS Network broadcast said that the other commentator tried to say, look, maybe this, that. He goes, no, that's a mistake. It's just a flat-out mistake. That's the bad call. That's exactly what he said.
As now they're still going to go for 2 despite the false start, backed up to the 8-yard line. Brabham in the shotgun now. He'll drop back to pass. Blitz coming off his blind side and just overthrows Buda James. Pressure applied there by, it looks like, Vieira's number 10, Isaac Hungerbuehler. No good, and with 14 seconds to go in the first half, it is 12-0 South.
That, and I think another big mistake in that game was when he declined the second down holding penalty and elected to decline it and bring up third down instead of taking the yards back and Coco up across the 50.
Yeah, they ended up scoring a touchdown on that drive.
Yep, sure did.
Definitely some interesting calls in that game.
Yeah. But that's the situation a lot of times coaches will put themselves in. They will just simply overthink it. And I can tell you that it's not anything. A lot of these guys are great coaches, but you get in the moment sometimes, and there's just a lot bouncing around in your head.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you have great coaches make head-scratching decisions. Dan Campbell, yesterday taking the onside kick with 12 minutes to go. I mean, no doubt Dan Campbell's a great coach, but make some decisions that, hey, if they work out, you're praised for them. I'll tell you what, if they went for 2 and got it, and then something happens, you're praised for that decision, but when it doesn't go right.
What if the Indianapolis Colts run that opening second half kickoff back against Jim Moore and the New Orleans Saints in the Super Bowl that year? Moore is an idiot.
Yeah. As now with 14 seconds to go in the first half, it'll be a kickoff coming from the South, leading 12-0, and that will be Braden Marson, who had a big reception on the last drive for him. He'll go with a short squib kick to try and run some clock, picked up by Chris Kelly from Cocoa. Kelly off to the left side, has some room to run across the 35, across the 40. Kelly's still on his feet. Kelly ripped down out of bounds at about the 40. Flag comes in. Taken out of bounds by Ramel Hernandez from MCC.
They're going to get a face mask, I believe, here to add on 15, and you're going to get 4 seconds left to throw one up.
Nice return there by Chris Kelly. And interesting, we've seen Hernandez do some kick coverage, some DB, but hasn't played any wide receiver that I've seen. Could be one of the better wide receivers on their roster.
Heard the name Isaac Hungerbuehler earlier. Man, personal foul, face mask. It is face mask. So to add 15. So to give him a shot here, I don't know if they got a field goal kicker over there, but why not give a kid a shot here in the senior all-star game? Try to hit one here because that's going to put the ball 5, 10, 15 at the 20. That's a 37-yard attempt. If you got a kicker, let him boot it.
Yeah, no doubt. It'll be now 1st and 10.
To 25, 35, 42 yards. That's certainly a makeable shot in high school.
It'll be 1st and 10 here for the North from the South's 25-yard line. Offense will come out of the field. Christian Burt at quarterback for the first time since the opening drive that ended with an interception. One shot to the end zone here. We'll see what they do. Burt has 5 wide. Semper and Kelly to the near side. As Burt drops, rolls out to his left. They bring the pressure. Burt throwing it deep, and that is caught! And touchdown! North with a Hail Mary. What a play.
What a play.
And
that's somebody from Rockledge that caught that football.
Yeah, it looked like number 14 to me, which would be Joshua Williams from Christian Burt for the 25-yard touchdown. And from 14 seconds to go with the South scoring, big kickoff return plus a 15-yard penalty for the North, and a Hail Mary lands from 25 yards out from Christian Burt to Josh Williams for the touchdown.
A Christmas prayer answered a week early, Jackson.
Yeah, what a play there. Burt on the very back of the end zone. And, what a play there by Josh Williams to come down with it, and he didn't really have to fight a crowd. He just kind of had an opening there in a window, and Burt put it right in his hands. Great throw, great catch, and what a touchdown there to end the first half to keep the North back at 1 possession, and they will be kicking to the South to start the second half anyway.
Wow.
That was fun.
Yes, it was.
And they're going to go for 2 here. This would make it a 4-point game if they can get it. Burt in the shotgun with Delvonte Williams to his left. And Burt turns, play fakes. Burt rolls out, and he'll throw it to the end zone. Caught by Chris Kelly for the 2-point conversion. And Kelly started off with a great kickoff return, hits a backflip there, and no way they flagged that.
Yeah, they did.
Wow.
Yeah, listen, that's a great play by Burton Williams, but it don't happen without Chris Kelly's return.
Yep, and he ends it off with a 2-point conversion. And that'll take us to the half here from Tom McIntyre Stadium as the North ends the half off with some fireworks there with a Hail Mary as time expired from 25 yards out and the 2-point conversion, and the South will lead it into the half 12-8 here in the Brevard County North-South All-Star Game.
All right, welcome here. You can bring camera back. Welcome back to Tom McIntyre Stadium on the campus of Melbourne High School. Alan Slaughterzinski, Jackson and Rob, and Caleb Brown with you here. And what a way for the first half to end as Christian Burt with an absolute dart through the back of the end zone. It's, I was talking to Coach Irvin, and you don't really get 25-yard Hail Marys. He's right about that. So that's just a great play design there. Sort of a Hail Mary moment, but from the 25-yard line. And, of course, the great concentration in the back of the end zone by Rockledge's Joshua Williams there to haul that in. And all of a sudden, Jackson, it's a 4-point game.
Yeah, and a nice 2-point conversion as well by Chris Kelly makes it a 4-point game. And this was one that was all going south, back-to-back touchdown drives. Well, no pun intended, all going south for the North. But, the team south led 12-0. And, they had 14 seconds left in the half. You expect the North to get a decent return, maybe just take some shots deep. But they had a really good return by Chris Kelly up to about the 40-yard line of the South, plus 15 yards for a face mask, puts them at the 25, one shot to the end zone. We talked about possibly kicking a field goal. They opt not to do that, and it pays off in the biggest way there by going deep. And nice play by Williams to get his feet down as well in the end zone.
Perusing through the roster, I don't think they have a choice but to go through two because there's no kicker on the roster. They don't have a kicker. So that's pretty much why they're going for two. South does have a kicker. He is from Heritage, and he made an impact. In fact, Heritage really made as a team, I would say, if you're looking for the teams that made the most impact in this first half game, I would say Heritage probably really sticks through there. There's, we've called Brock Eden's name. We've called Daniel Cawley's name. We've called Mikey Gillis's name numerous times. And, of course, Braden Marson's name. So they've had a good impact to this point. Sebastian River as well, Buda James, Dante DiOrio, each with a touchdown in this one. On the north side of the equation, of course, Rockledge. Thus far, Jordan Woods, we've called his name. Joshua Williams with the touchdown. Jalen Bradley in the backfield. Of course, Merritt Island's defense of Dominic Smith and Caden Herrick. So we have certainly we've certainly seen the mix of outstanding talent that we thought we would see come forth in this game.
Yeah, I think also something to point out on that last play of the half is, Christian Burt started at quarterback for the North and ended his opening drive with an interception. They switched to Forrest Butler, and I like the decision to go back to him there with the half on the line, let him be the one to go deep with it. And despite his last pass being a turnover, they gave him the shot back to the end zone, and he makes up for his own miscue there earlier on in the game and kind of redeems himself there in a big way.
Yep, no doubt as we get set to start the second half. And let's see somebody's going to have to kick the ball off. So we're going to see who that's going to be because you just can't throw it up like you're playing in the backyard here.
Looks like trotting out towards the X could be number 9 for Merritt Island, which would be Quay Hasty. And now, we'll see.
I think it's going to be a Lou Groza style kicker here with maybe Finn Goldinger. Is that going to be Goldinger that's going to kick?
Looks like it is.
Number 71, Finn. All I do is hit dingers, Goldinger. Never forget when that young man told me that in Little League Baseball. Want to introduce yourself? My name is Finn. All I do is hit dingers, Goldinger. And Finn Goldinger going to do it Lou Groza style. What I mean by that is Lou Groza was a big lineman who used to just run straight up and put toe to leather. As we get set to go here, I think that ball's just absolutely, the ball's not even straight up. And he just kicks it, and it just rolls, and picked up by Wyatt Vitava. Vitava out across the 25, and that's the one thing about Vitava. And guess who on the tackle there? Chris Kelly. Chris Kelly came to play tonight.
Yeah, he's made some big plays here, the only Cocoa Tiger representative. And, Vitava bobbled it for a second. Good thing he brings it in there, but little watermelon-style kick, as we used to call it in youth football there with Finn Goldinger. Nice play, and it's now 1st and 10 for the South at their own 27-yard line.
All right. Well, it's going to be Caden Brabham, it looks like, the whole way here for the South. And why not? He's thrown some really nice balls in this one tonight. Brabham And he's going to have Buda James, and it looks like somebody from Heritage in his backfield there.
Believe that's going to be Daniel Cawley.
Yep, Daniel Cawley. Okay, so it's Cawley and James back there. Referees have done a nice job in this game, Jackson, other than flagging Kelly for the flip in the end zone.
Yep. That'll make it first down.
Yeah. So here we go. Don't think they enforced that penalty. Don't think they did. All right, here we go. Brabham turns, gives straight up to Cawley in there with a nice stop. Number 32 from the Merritt Island Mustangs is Caden Herrick, and that's no gain. If it is, it's a half yard. It'll be second, and as far as I'm concerned, still 10.
Yeah, once again, you see this north side team just stacking the box, and you have the split back look there. They're ready for either Buda James or Daniel Cawley. It is Cawley who gets his name called on that run, but yeah, just not a lot going there right up the middle on that play.
It's going to be Buda James going to slide out here to the left, right side on your screen, left side on the offense. Brabham goes over and gives him the play. Dante DiOrio is beside Caden Brabham. Two wide receivers to the far side. Blitz as it's been, and Brabham gets rid of it, and Brabham is absolutely destroyed by Caden Herrick. And that'll bring up second down. Or third down, and actually they marked that original ball 2 yards. I'm not sure how, but okay, so it's 3rd and 8. I didn't think he picked up anything. You okay?
Yeah, I mean, that was a big hit, and yeah, we've seen a lot of blitzes tonight and a lot of unblocked guys getting through. That time Herrick just shot through the gap, pretty much untouched, and just flew in and got a nice shot there on Brabham as he got it away and complete.
Big third down coming up here. They need the line of gain is the 37. Brabham looks. Steps up, he's in trouble, gets outside, nice block. They'll get one, they won't get two, as Dominic Smith will actually, did he get him before he got to the line of scrimmage? Yes, he does, so that is a sack. That'll be a sack for Dominic Smith.
Yeah, DiOrio tried to set the block there and help set the edge for Brabham, but he just slipped on that turf, which we've seen be a problem at times, and he just went down when trying to set that edge. Really had no help for Brabham on the outside. He just had to run out of bounds.
Yep, so back deep is Chris Kelly, and why wouldn't he be? I believe that's Marson on the punt from Heritage, and he got off a butte earlier in this game.
Yeah, Kelly back to return. We've seen him.
And look how far back he is. He knows. He respects the foot of Marson there. So, good snap. Marson got under it, but end over end, and that ball's going to go out of bounds. That should be 1st and 10 for the north side at about the 49-yard line. Yeah, that's not a good punt that time by Marson. But I'm going to go ahead and take the blame for Marson on that because I was giving him love before he made the kick. Every time I do it, a player makes a mistake.
How dare you give kids flowers?
Well, I should wait. So it'll be 1st and 10. Let's see if it's Burt or let's see if it's going to be the Holy Trinity quarterback wearing the Rockledge jersey, and it looks like it's going to be Forrest Butler, Jr. So, and it'll be Delvonte Williams to his left. Two wide receivers to the high side of the screen. Forrest Butler turns, gives to Williams. Williams stutter steps, and the stutter step cost him. As nice job in there that time. Is that Heritage again?
Yeah, Leonardo Murray made a heck of a play. He blitzed off this near side and ended up running the entire length of that offensive line after he got behind him and ended up tracking down Williams for the loss. That's just a good play, covering a lot of yardage to make the loss.
Jordan Williams checks in for Delvonte Williams, so it's going to be 2nd down and 12 now for the North roster. Coach Murray gives the play to Butler Jr., Hancock, Tobias Semper, and I believe that is, I'm not sure who number 6 is here.
D. Parker.
Yeah, D. Parker for Space Coast. Little flare pass out to Woods. Woods runs right into the tackle for some reason. And that tackle is made by number 10 from Heritage. Guess who? Leonardo Murray again.
Yeah, nice play there by Murray, just making the tackle. Woods ran right into him. And they're still behind the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 11 be a nice play here if the defense could get off the field with a 3-and-out.
So the South offense goes 3-and-out. Let's see if the South can hold the North to a 3-and-out. Delvonte Williams checks back in, as does he does not check back in. Jalen Bradley checks in with Butler Jr. Tobias Semper in the far side slot. Butler Jr. wants it, has it, fakes, throws. Oh, what a play! Batted down in there by, go ahead, Jackson.
Leonardo Murray, 3 plays in a row.
Yep, great job by Murray there to get back in there and just make a play there. 3 straight times, as you heard, Jackson State. He's everywhere.
Yeah, Murray, TFL on 1st down. Nice tackle on 2nd down in the open field, and 3rd down gets the just deflection at the line of scrimmage. Heads-up play on all 3 by Murray. And, rarely can you say one player forced a 3-and-out, but I feel like he did it right there.
The Leonardo Murrays will now drop back in punt coverage. As this will be, is that Ramel Hernandez back there?
Well, I got a comment at halftime that was not Ramel Hernandez for MCC, so I don't know who's wearing number 1 tonight, but that's what it says on the roster. They're going to go for it.
Well, he's on the roster. They do go for it, throws incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Again, no quick kick, no nothing here. So I thought they'd quick kick the ball. They don't, and it'll be southpaw, 1st and 10. On the north side of the football field here at the 48. I don't know. Well, I guess if you don't have a kicker and you don't want a quick kick it, the last one didn't go so well. So I guess Tyler Murray said, let's take a shot. They do. Does not work out. And now Billy Miller sends back out the South squad with Caden Braben at quarterback.
Yeah, right. Big opportunity here offensively for the South to kind of take back momentum. Obviously, the North snatched momentum away right at the half with, the last 8 points scored at the last second. And, after a quick punt, we'll see how the South side can do here starting in plus territory.
I think that's Buddha James, the deep back. Blitz, surprise. And it is Buddha James, and he greets his tackler head on, as that was number 12, Namdi Asora from Vieira coming up to make the play.
Darryl Wiley with some discomfort here walking around on this team. Wiley from Satellite will walking off gingerly on that ankle.
Looks like number 71 from Bayside, Gerard Durant, checks in. That young man's got a very promising future. 2nd down and 5 now. 2nd and 5 for Brabham and the offense. James, the deep back. Brabham under center I formation, ball at the 43, blitz. And this time the ball is to Dante Diorio, and Diorio with a gain of 9 and another South 1st down. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. They're just beating the blitz at the point of attack.
Yeah, that's the key right there, what you just said, is they bring about 6 or 7 on that play. And that's the thing with the blitz. If they get through with those 6 or 7, that's a big tackle for loss. But if you're able to break that defensive line, you're pretty much sent straight to the secondary when you bring those linebackers downhill, and that just gives you room to run and make something happen. And that's why sometimes you see the biggest runs come off of big blitzes and sellout blitzes like that. Luckily, that one is corralled by the defense, but it's more than enough for a 1st down regardless.
And you don't mind it if you're on the interior of their offensive line, because you got 6, 7 guys in there, and all you do is just grab a jersey and pull them real close. 1st and 10, Brabham, play action, rolls to his right, flare pass out to Diorio. Diorio nearly slips an ankle tackle, but he won't. But it'll be a gain of 3. Namdi Asuri on the tackle again.
Yeah, nice tackle there in the open field by Oswara. And, just a quick little flare pass. We've seen that used by both sides. And at that time, it's just not enough space for Diorio to do much with it. And, again, just a nice tackle in the open field by Namdi Aswara.
Cauley checks back in for Heritage. And it'll be Buddha James and just Buddha James in the backfield with Brabham. Cauley will split out, play the slot here on the near side. He's in there with Braden Marson. 2 Heritage Panthers here. Brabham just gives to Buddha James. Buddha James spins, turns, and grinds ahead. He'll pick up 6. It'll be 3rd and 2.
Yeah, nice run there up the middle by James. Again, it's just that initial burst of speed that has been his key to success tonight. And nice gain of about 6 or 7 yards there. Makes it 3rd and short.
So Brabham with the play back out on the field. 6 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. 12-8 as a Buda James touchdown and a Dante DiOrio touchdown. And for the north side, it was Christian Burt to Joshua Williams on the final play of the first half. Brabham, no blitz shown this time, and this time Buda James spins, turns again, still on his feet, breaks 2 tackles. Buda James inside the Gavers R Us red zone, all the way down to the 12-yard line, and another powerful but yet good-looking run there by Buda James. It had a little spice to it, Jackson.
Yeah, that was interesting. He kind of did a half spin move, kind of backed up into the line, and then when he finished turning around, he realized the whole left side was wide open for him, and he just took off out there. So it kind of looked like he was dead to rights, and the defense, I guess, thought he was swallowed up by the line, when in reality he had green turf to run through and got away with it and gets inside the red zone.
Yeah, nice play by Buda. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the South. They can still pick up a first down because the ball is at the 12. So if they get to the 2, it'll be 1st and goal. So unless they score here, I want to welcome everyone watching tonight. Looks like we've got a lot of people watching from overseas as well. As a
That's why I'm waiting for the last fan.
5:37 to go here as we have hit the water break. And again, all of our great sponsors at the top of this screen. Somebody looking to hack this account up. Here we go. First and 10 at the 12. Thanks for the shout out, Coach Sean Irvin, his lacrosse team back again this year. Of course, we'll bring you lacrosse coverage here on BSN Brabham Under Center. And this is a give to Dante DiOrio. And DiOrio, with a stutter step, beat the blitz all on his own that time, Jackson. Not sure what color helmet number 51 is, but he's out there picking up his cleats.
Yeah, just a nice play there by DiOrio. Quick sidestep, and that's all it took there to kind of break the blitz there. And again, that's the thing. You get the sellout blitz. Either it works or it doesn't. And one quick move or, one good block and break it. That one, it was just a move by DiOrio. Gets him, 4 or 5 yards on first down. It looked like it could have been a big tackle for a loss.
2nd and 6. That was a nice little play call there. I like the execution on it. That's something Coach Miller put in this week, no doubt. They call it. First time tonight we've seen it. DiOrio next to Brabham. Buda James lined up in the slot with Cawley, split wide left. Brabham, 2-step throws, nice quick pass, and the ball too high that time for the intended receiver, which is a Braden Marson.
Yeah, that was just, again, we've seen them run that. They'll run the ball, and then kind of run a quick curl route to the outside or something that kind of breaks the coverage. And that one, Marson was open. Brabham just put a little bit too much under it. Goes off of the very tips of his fingers if it made contact there, and just a little too high, but now sets him kind of behind the game plan at 3rd down and 6.
Little too much mustard on that one. 3rd down here, 4-down territory, no doubt. I don't think Billy Miller would kick a field goal down here. He's got a kicker who can do it. Marson can do it. But 3rd and we'll call it a long 6, short 7. Brabham turns, gives to Buda James, and that time he is greeted. Namdi Ashore has done a great job tonight. He's normally a wide receiver, defensive back, and he got in there that time. Actually, that was Isaac Hungerbuehler.
Yeah, I was going to say, that was Hungerbuehler.
I was Hungerbuehler. My bad. Isaac Hungerbuehler. He'll be texting me later tonight. Mr. Allen, you took my glory away. Isaac Hungerbuehler on the stop there on Buda James. I thought it was 12. It was 10.
Yeah, I think if you flip the 2nd and 3rd down play call, that drive might have gone a little better. I think the pass kind of set him behind, and the run, albeit the run game's been good, running on about a 3rd and 7 isn't a high percentage play a lot of the time. They are going to kick a field goal here.
Yeah, and see, what do I know? As Marson comes on, and not only has Marson played well on both sides of the ball tonight, but look at Marson with a field goal, and it's 15-8 on a near 30-yarder, Jackson.
Yeah, that was about a 26.5-yarder.
26.5-yard field goal for Marson. And
I think it cleared the uprights.
That thing is still traveling, man. That one ball all the way back down to Heritage High School. If you're on Heritage Parkway, it's not one of those drones they've been looking for in New Jersey. That's Daniel Marson's kick on the field goal there.
Yeah, and I think there as well, that's a big field goal because that kind of offsets the missed PATs you had. they have those. It was a 4-point game. It was 12-8. Extra point puts them back up by a clean 7.
That's a smart call there by Billy Miller to kick the field goal. So take back everything I said about not kicking a field goal because, well, what do I know? 3:52 to go in the third.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of good kickers this season, but Marston's, I guess, a newer face for me to see live this season. They didn't get to see a lot of Heritage, and that was an impressive kick for Marston there from 26, 27 yards.
Well, the Heritage crew this year did a terrific job, and I want to give a big shout out to Coach Billy Palmer, Coach Blue, and Chase Alexander, and Chris Kelly said, I'm going to run this back too. Kelly across the 25. Kelly gets outside, and that's just great. Well, no, not yet. Chris Kelly all the way back to the 15-yard line now. Kelly trying to make somebody's highlight reel, and he might just do it, but coming up at the last minute is number 1, whoever's wearing that jersey from MCC, knocks him out of bounds. Chris Kelly just did a Barry Sanders in which he ran 10 yards, but actually took 200 yards to run 10.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you get. You either get something big going one way or it could turn disaster running backwards. Luckily, he does turn the corner and get some positive yardage there at the end of the run. And, a solid return from Kelly, but what could have been worse?
So will it be Burt or will it be Butler?
We did get some, I guess, official clearance that Butler is transferred to Rockledge.
Okay.
Got told that, no longer at Holy Trinity. So
that's where he played, though.
Yes,
okay.
This season.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was pretty sure. I've been known to have been wrong a lot sometimes, so I just want to make sure.
Yeah, breaking that news, I guess, here live and in the flesh.
Well, congratulations to that young man. So it is Christian Burt at quarterback with Jalen Bradley to his right and lining up in the slot there.
Last 2 passes he's thrown in this game was an interception back in the first quarter and then the last-second touchdown in the first half.
Yep. 1 for 2 with a touchdown and an interception. And that's going to – nope. Somebody took a timeout. I thought that was the end of the quarter. No, it's somebody had to take a timeout there because we've already done the water break, right?
I believe so, yeah. So 3.5 minutes still to go in the third quarter.
All right, here's the big question. Knowing what we know, I don't want to talk about Cocoa, I don't want to talk about O'Galley, I don't want to talk about Titusville. Of the teams that were 4 through the rest of Brevard County, what are the teams, in your opinion, next year that will come back and could – every year we get 2 or 3 teams that surprise. Who are those teams, you think, next year?
I think depending on what they can keep home, MCC is a team that I think was really good this year, and if it wasn't for some discipline things and some things that I feel like could be controlled.
Burt slings one and over the head. Let me take this back. That is a perfectly thrown football. Tobias Semper. Now, you'll see that, right, and you'll think, how can Tobias Semper not catch that ball? The hardest catch to make in all of football is the Willie Mays catch over your head. That's a tough, especially at nighttime. That's a beautifully thrown ball and a great try by Semper. And Semper will tell you he should have come up with it, but that's a tough catch to make.
Yeah, a hard one there. I think if you kind of orient your shoulders, turn them a little bit, it's easier to see it come in. That one, he's trying to look directly over his head to see it come over, and it just makes it even a little bit harder.
That was kind of a slingshot there. Jalen Bradley breaks out of trouble, and instead of a loss of 2, he may have 1. So MCC, you said MCC.
And I also think Merritt Island is another team that's sneakily gotten better every year. I know we talked about right after their state championship appearance how they didn't have a lot of turnover. They lost some coaches, players. Obviously, head coach changed. But every year they've kind of stuck around, been a playoff team. And this year, obviously an overtime loss away from moving on again. So, I mean, this has become from a young team to now a pretty solid, experienced team with some good offensive weapons, some great defensive players. And I think this Merritt Island roster is shaping up to possibly be a sleeper team next season.
That was going to be my pick because you look at Verpale, Hartman, Sonnenberg on the line. I mean, I think they got some guys coming back. Burt throws, caught across the middle. Nice little pitch and catch there, but the hit was unbelievable. Xavier Marshall from Sebastian River came in from the safety spot and hit him like a safety's supposed to, preventing the first down. It'll be 4th and 2.
Yeah, he just kind of waited for him to turn around to just greet him the second that his eyes really could turn back and see Marshall there and just made the quick hit. And nice job to hold on to the football through that one.
Burt just with a little quick pass, and he does catch it. That's a first down. That's a good job. Not a great pass by Burt there, and I believe that's Micaiah Kurkowski on the catch.
Yeah, nice play there by Kurkowski, kind of turning around his body, and while he turned, still holding on to the football through the ground. And solid throw there, and a nice job to convert on fourth down. I don't think we've had many, if any, fourth down conversions in this one, but that's a good one there to go.
Christian Burt generaling the drive here, gives to Bradley. Bradley with room there, cuts back, still on his feet. Jalen Bradley will be knocked down after a gain of 10.5. The ball across the midfield stripe. It'll be 1st and 10 for the North from the South 49.
Yeah, I think this is the thunder and lightning attack of a guy like Jalen Bradley and a guy like Delvonte Williams for the North, and Williams kind of that power, those thunder back, but then you got the lightning and the speed that you have with Jalen Bradley, and that's what you want to see when he hits the edge. He's going to do it again here.
Yep, except he's going to come back. Bradley still on his feet down to the 27, 28-yard line, but I think we had an illegal procedure penalty or some sort of a shift or motion penalty coming here.
But again, you just see what happens when you can get Bradley to the edge. That's that lightning, that's that speed, agility, and just that, just quick, cuts back and forth.
It's one against the defense. Too many men in the huddle that time, or too many men on the field. Yeah, so they declined. A great run by Jalen Bradley.
They're going to keep up the tempo here. We're going to get a timeout from the defense with 1:21 to go here in the third.
Yeah, a lot of these guys haven't played football since the first Friday in November, and a lot of them haven't played football since the third Friday in November. So it's been a while. So conditioning, obviously, a thing is J21 here on the last 2 carries, well over, he's hitting about 40, 41 yards on those 2 carries.
Yeah, I mean, again, that's the guy you're going to have to watch. Williams will get those tough yards up the middle, and he can run to the outside, but whenever you see a guy like Jalen Bradley get space, it's just dangerous. He's been, doing that since 14U and over up at Rockledge, and he's been a big back wherever he's played. And I mean, you're seeing him here putting on a show here in the All-Star game, and especially when he gets green grass ahead, it's tough to bring him down.
When the rosters were originally released, I didn't see his name on it. I was actually pretty disappointed. And then when we put the rosters up, somebody put up that I think Nicky Bradley put up. He was an addition to the team, and what a good addition it was. He may have been on it all along, and, coaches sometimes forget to put, but whatever. I know they're glad Jalen Bradley's on this roster. So it is 1st and 10. The ball is at the 30-31, and why not just continue to give to Bradley as he slices his way through for another gain of 6, and it'll be maybe 7. It's going to be 7, and it'll be 2nd and 3. And again, it is the J21 show. His helmet comes off, so he will have to come off for a play.
And in comes Delvonte Williams for him, but it shows he can go up the middle just as well as he can go outside. Nice play up front, and yeah, nice job there. The comments, I mean, me and Caleb were there when he won the All-Star game and the Chop and Jock All-Star game a few years ago for that Rockledge 14U team. Jalen Bradley did, and making some good plays there. But on that play on 2nd and short, I don't think they got there.
Hey, who is that? Oh, Jock Thorne. What's up, my man? What's going on?
And they turned to Delvonte there, did not get the short yardage they needed. Going to bring up 3rd down and short. Nice stop up front by the South's defense. Late in the third here, trying to turn it over to the 4th quarter here.
I'm going to finish this drive before I give it to you, right?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure we're on the same page with that. So, yeah, no, man, that ain't fair. I call a whole drive, and then I got to give it to the kid for the touchdown. And Burt keeps it up the middle, and he's going to have a 1st down. That's just a straight keeper. And Christian Burt with a gutsy 5-yard carry, and that will take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Still a 1-score game, Jackson, as the North looks to maybe tie this thing up.
Yeah, I mean, this one coming down to it. The North using that momentum they had from the end of the first half, now back into the red zone, I believe, for, I think, the first time tonight. So, I mean, big opportunity here for them, and looking to tie this game up, or if they go for 2 again, with their kicking situation, trying to go for the lead here as we head into the 4th quarter, coming down to it here to end the season.
All right, we'll step aside. We'll be right back here on the Brevard Sports Network. All right, my final play-by-play drive of the year here coming up here as the North looking to put themselves into the end zone and then get themselves in a position to go for 2 points and tie this thing up. It's going to be 1st and 10, and the ball is at the 18 of the South inside the Gamers R Us red zone here as Christian Burt, while this has been the Jalen Bradley drive, Christian Burt has done a heck of a job directing it. Bradley to the left of the SSAA 1A state champ quarterback, Burt, with Bradley to his left, turns and play action. Burt throws. He's got a man. Caught. Did he hang on? No, incomplete. Great try, though, as the intended receiver was Joshua Williams. Great throw. Great try, and that's a heck of a throw by Burt.
Yeah, great throw and a nice catch for a moment there. He got the foot in bounds, but then Colin Roddy never gave up on that football, and he kind of jarred that one away as they were going down to the ground out of bounds. Nice play by Roddy to break it up, but almost another incredible play there for Josh Williams in the end zone.
2nd down and 10. They need to get to the 8-yard line for a 1st down. Burt showing he's got what it takes. As the tight end there, keep your eye on him too. That's Micaiah Kurkowski. As Bradley to the left of Burt. This time they'll give it to Bradley, and this time it is eaten alive all the way back to the 30-yard line. Tackle made by somebody from MCC because we don't have a number 5. Is that Ezra Engel?
No, Ezra Engel's donning number 0. I believe that is Tanner Campbell because I don't see a 52.
Okay, so that's Tanner Campbell out there wearing 5. That's Brogan McNabb's jersey. Maybe they're doing it to honor their players. I don't know. But that is definitely a great stop. The ball won't go back to the 30. They'll give him forward progress to the 24. So this is a big 3rd down here. They have no kicker, so it's 2 downs to pick up about 16 yards. Burt with Bradley. Burt going to throw, immediately looks to his right, throws to his right. That was nearly picked off by Wyatt Vitava, and Burt stared at him the whole way, and that'll never work out at any level, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, great job undercutting that football by Wyatt Vitava. Nearly came up with a big interception there, and that was a late move by him to kind of run over and get that. He was kind of playing a spy in the middle of the field on a bubble and just kind of cut to the outside once he saw Burt turn and just, as you said, just stare down the receiver. He made the late move and nearly came away with it.
So it'll be 4th down now, and this, well, that's too early to say it's the ball game, but this is a big time stamp your broadcast because this is a big moment in the ball game, I should say.
Yeah, 11 minutes to go in the 4th here, and just this is a big play coming up, and yeah, as you said, I mean, this could be definitely not the game, but this is something for momentum-wise the North has got to have. The South went down and got the field goal there to go out by a clean 7, but this is an opportunity for you with a 2-point to possibly take the lead for the first time all night. After at one point the South led 12-0, and since then you could have a chance to outscore them in a way 16-3 since that point if they can score and get the 2-point here. So there's a lot that goes with momentum, but in order to do that and even get in the end zone in the first place, you got to get the 1st down here.
Yeah, this is a tough play to make here, and we'll see what head coach Tyler Murray dials up. So we've seen, well, I'll bring that up in a minute. We're talking about a lot of the college guys who have entered the transfer portal and already made decisions. We'll talk about that coming up. So it's going to be Burt, and this time Delvonte Williams checks in. He'll slide to the left. As keep your eye on Joshua Williams down here at the bottom of the screen. Burt looks right and throws right, and this is up, and that's going nowhere. And not just that play just looked doomed from the start. I think the thing that as an old quarterback, you want Burt's got to look elsewhere. He just dialed in right from that snap right there, and unfortunately, Vitava broke on the ball, but the ball was underthrown. But a good drive nonetheless. It doesn't result in any points, and that will forever be known as the J21 drive. So, Jackson, all yours, buddy.
Yeah, there on 4th down and sent everyone to the end zone, weren't playing to the sticks, and just kind of threw that one before Aliff turned around a little bit behind him, turnover on downs. Now, if you're the South, you lead by 7 to this point, trying to have a long-winded drive, take a lot of time off the clock, and any score at the end of it puts you up by 2 possessions. And again, the more time off the clock, the better if you are the South, as it'll be 1st and 10 for the South All-Stars from their own 23-yard line with just under 11 minutes to go in the game.
I'd make this the Buddha, Jane. I'd make this the drive of Buddha.
Don't think that would be a bad idea in the slightest. It'll be first down and 10 for the South from their own 23-yard line. You can see an I formation, heavy set up front for the South. Brabham under center. And a blitz brought by the defense. Handoff right up the middle. And nowhere going there on first down on the run by Buddha James. And a good job accounting for it defensively from the North.
That was a great job by Lucas Moreno, the guard there, to pull. And, it didn't pick up a lot of yards, but it was a textbook pull when he got a really good block down there inside on, I'm not sure who 75 is for Vieira.
Going to bring up now second down.
Or no, I checked that. That's Merritt Island. That's that might be Marshall Conley down there.
2nd and 9 coming up. Brabham drops into the shotgun this time for second down. Turns and again gives it this time to Diorio around the edge and gets hit hard. Nice open field tackle there by Isaac Hungerbuehler from Vieira. Looks like possibly Nnamdi Asora that time. Either way, nice hit in the open field. That's going to bring up second down, turning into now third down and about 5.
So a big third down here for Brabham, Jackson, and Caden tonight has played really, really well in this football game.
That was Asora on the open field play. Now third down and 5. Coming up, you got Cawley moved out to the far right side here for the South. Buddha James to Brabham's left. 2 high safeties for the North. It'll be 3rd and 5. Brabham drops back to pass, looking upfield. Pocket collapses. Brabham rolls to the outside, and he'll be wrapped up and sacked from behind there.
That's Joshua Williams on the sack from Rockledge. Got in there and just hung on for dear life. And, Caden Brabham just a little indecisive on that play right there, and it cost him.
Dominic Smith from Merritt Island helps to clean things up there. And now on 4th and 10, a big play on the turnover on downs for the North, but it's not going to cost them anything as the defensive side makes it a 3 and out. And now back to punt from Heritage is Braden Marson. With only 8:50 and counting to go in this one, the North's going to get the ball back with an opportunity. Chris Kelly once again back deep to return.
Wyatt Vatava sent on late to counter Chris Kelly's speed, so we'll see if they block Vatava over there on the far side.
And not good off the side of the foot of Marson. And that one maybe went 10 yards, if that. Only, I think, net going to be 7 yards, 8 yards. Big opportunity now for the North to try and cash in with very good plus field position.
Well, that was good pressure, but Marson would love to have that one back, that's for sure. And it's almost as if the South side just took a breather, coming back out with the ball in virtually the same spot. Marson's done a good job. We don't have any kickers. I can think of a lot of great kickers. Why isn't Dean Roberts in this game?
I don't know.
He's not the only great kicker. We got, Marcus Trout from Cocoa. There's a lot of great kickers in this county.
Chase Karpowicz from Merritt Island.
Yeah, O'Galley's got a great kicker. I don't know if he's a senior.
Yeah, there's that. That'll bring up now 1st and 10 for the North, and great starting field position at the South 35. Now back in at quarterback is the new Rockledge quarterback, Forrest Butler Jr., with Delvonte Williams in the backfield with him. As Butler in the shotgun, turns, play fakes, looking deep. He'll let it go to Chris Kelly. He'll come back and catch that football down on the ground at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal coming for the North as Kelly tracked his way back to the ball and went to the ground to trap it and make sure that ball did not hit the turf. Great catch by Kelly. 1st and goal coming here for the North.
How about the guy that's probably the last addition to both rosters, could end up being the MVP of the game, and Chris Kelly?
Now 1st and goal at the 7 for the North. Butler in the shotgun. Big blitz coming. They give to Delvonte Williams, who is absolutely blown up there in the gap by the man from Satellite, Seth Hufty. And that'll bring up 2nd down and goal back at the 10, a loss of 4.
Great job there by Seth Hufty. And I tell you what, Seth is a kicker too.
Yeah.
I think it was Seth Hufty that put Suntree Vieira in the Pop Warner Super Bowls, I think it was. I think that was his kick.
Yeah, Hufty now been I believe it was the leading tackler for Satellite this season at linebacker. Gets a big tackle for loss there. Now 2nd and goal at the 10 for the North. Butler in the shotgun on 2nd down and goal. Turns hands, cutting up the middle. There's Delvonte Williams, and he's only going to get about 2 or 3 yards on the ground there for the North. And now all the momentum flowing one way, and the South trying to shut it down. 3rd and goal coming up here for the North at the 8-yard line.
Chris Kelly, of course, a Cocoa Tiger. He had a good year this year for the Tigers. And, not only, a lot of people think of Chris Kelly back there, out there playing wide receiver, but he's a defensive back out there, too, for the Tigers this year.
Now 3rd and goal coming up at the 8 for the North with under 7 minutes to play in this All-Star game. They trail by 7. Again, no kicker, so even inside the 10, I don't think they're really kicking or thinking about kicking whatsoever.
Not even on their mind.
2 downs to get 8 yards into the end zone. A lot of pre-snap motion offensively. Butler in the shotgun. On 3rd down, he'll drop back to pass. Has Semper on the bubble. Butler's tracked down, and I believe that's a fumble.
Yes, it is.
And it's going to be recovered by the South defensively. And again, making the play in the backfield is the Satellite Scorpion to break it up. Seth Hufty, and recovered, I believe, by the Palm Bay Pirate. Jacob Day, it looked like, number 51.
Yeah, Jake Day got the fumble recovery. Good for Jacob Day. Palm Bay's defensive MVP. Was it 55?
That's what, yeah, it was 55 from Palm Bay, who was not on the roster.
Well, I think that's Jacob Day. I'm pretty sure that's Jacob Day out there. And
they changed it to an incomplete pass.
Oh, did they really?
And there was definitely, it was a close call, either saying that, because Butler had an arm motion that looked like he was trying to throw it down. It was either that his arm was moving forward, or Hefty batted away. The refs rule that he threw that one to the ground, and Hufty did not.
It wasn't that he threw it. Hufty knocked his arm down.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it was. But, in high school, they don't get a review.
Big break there for the North. Makes it still now 4th and goal at the 10.
I don't like the call. I mean, I don't care whether it was or it wasn't. Bottom line is to me, it's an all-star game. Right there, it should be a strip sack.
And it's going to be now 4th and goal at the 10. Big opportunity here for the North. Tell you what, we're talking about lacrosse season. I know Seth Hufty, what I'm hearing, maybe playing some lacrosse for Satellite this season.
Is that Demarian Harp? Because we have Demarian Harp as number 99. So I don't know why coaches can't get their rosters right, but our apologies.
Unfortunately, it won't count either way for him. 4th and goal at the 10. Another big play here for the North on 4th down. This one closer to the end zone. 4th and goal at the 10 with 6.5 minutes to go. Butler in the shotgun brings Tobias Semper in motion. It'll be a jet sweep to Semper. Semper will look to throw back across his body. It's broken up on the goal line.
What a play by
Mikey Gillis.
Yeah.
Once again makes the play defensively on the goal line to break it up on the trick play. Turnover on downs. It'll be 1st and 10 South from their own 10-yard line. Back-to-back 4th down stops here for this defense.
That's another MVP candidate tonight, Mikey Gillis. I mean, he's played outstanding football here tonight. And right there, he was shot out of a cannon to break that. He was nowhere in the picture. And then all of a sudden, he is right there to break. Because if he doesn't, that's a touchdown.
Yes, it is. And that's an interesting play call. 4th and goal. They go with the sort of jet sweep and then give Semper the option to throw it. He tried to throw it back across his body, but it ends up falling broken up, incomplete, thanks to Gillis. And now it'll be 1st and 10 South back at their own 10-yard line. Last time they got a 4th down stop, they went 3 and out.
Well, so he's wearing 55. Well, why is he wearing 99? I mean, he wore 99 all year. Why is he wearing 99 tonight? That would be my question. I get it. I mean, maybe he's honoring somebody on his team, and that's a cool thing to do, too.
Now 1st and 10 South from their own 10, but this time, as I was saying, you really don't want to go 3 and out here stuck inside your own 10, especially with how the last punt went. 1st and 10 South at their own 10. Brabham in the I formation under center, and turns, gives up the middle. That was a disguised give, actually, to Dante Diorio. And they faked it, kind of looking like it went to James Diorio, kind of tucked his head and snuck through and gets a very solid gain on 1st down up to the looks like the 18-yard line, a gain of 8 for Diorio. 2nd and 2 coming for the South.
Jody, I hear you, man. I don't understand it.
It'll be 2nd down and 2 for the South at their own 18-yard line. Clock ticks under 6 minutes to play. Back in the I formation. Blitz coming from the north to give to Buda James. James lowers his head, drives it across the 20, and that will be a 1st down for the South up across their own 20-yard line on the carry by Buda James.
Caden Herrick on the stop there. And I'll tell you what, Herrick and Dominic Smith have done a terrific job. They're being asked to do a lot, and that's the advantage Tyler Murray has with those guys because, you know, that's essentially the Merritt Island defense, I would imagine, out there tonight. You know what I mean? Man, I don't remember them doing that much blitzing.
Yeah, been a lot here tonight. 1st down and 10 for the South at their own 22-yard line. Clock continues to run down. Only 5:15 to play. And it's a 7-point lead for the South. They've held on since leading 12-0 at one point. Once again, the North brings a big blitz. Dropped exchange ball on the ground, and Buda James will come back on it there as it looked like it was attempted to be a give to Daniel Cawley from the fullback position. Botched exchange from Brabham and Cawley, but luckily James was behind Cawley to come in and fall on that. Loss of only a yard. 2nd and 11. Could have been a lot worse.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. That ball rolled right into James, who was laying on the ground there.
That'll bring up 2nd and 11 for the South back at their own 21-yard line. Gut check there on 1st down. Clock continues to roll. 4.5 minutes to play. Here on 2nd down and 11. Brabham to Sebastian River Sharks behind him as he drops under center again. The North showing blitz.
Going to be on the right guard.
And now that'll make it 2nd and 16. Things starting to go the wrong way again for the South.
Yeah, that's the big key there. Coach Irvin points out on the PAs that it stops the clock here. You want that thing rolling.
Clock stands still, now resumes with 4:20 to play as it continues to tick now. It'll be 2nd down and 16 here for the South back at their own 16-yard line. Now at this point, this drive's starting to go backwards. Now your number one focus for the South is just to run as much clock as you can if you're going to have to give it back. 2nd down and 16, I formation again. Brabham fakes the give, rolls out to the right, blitz coming underneath. He takes a hit, gets it out to Diorio, who is going to end up going out of bounds. Again, not what you want to stop the clock is Brabham gets hit again by Dominic Smith on the bootleg as he goes out of bounds after picking up about 9 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 7 or 3rd and 6. It's going to be a gain of 10, 3rd and 6.
Well, it's, you know, this is, we keep saying it all night, but huge. I mean, this is just huge right here if you want to win this football game. You got to pick this up because there could be, you know, a scenario here in which we had last year. Remember how this game ended last year, don't you, on the last play of the game?
3:54 to go as the clock stops. 3rd down and 6 here for the South at their own 26. Brabham in the shotgun, drops back to pass. Blitz comes, throws over the middle and just misses an open receiver, and that's...
How about Delvonte Williams coming in on the blitz that time?
He was looking for his usual receiver and teammate, Jalen Miranda, incomplete. Clock stops again with 3:50 to play. Only 4 seconds came off the clock there, and now on 4th down and 6, and it looks like they're going to have to punt.
It looks like Buda James is going to punt this time.
He is going to punt after the last one went not so well on the punt attempt from Braden Marson. They put Buda James back there. On 4th down and 6, Chris Kelly back deep to return again with 3:50 to go.
Fake it. Offsides.
And early motion on the defensive side. Now just 4th and 1. And again, I think with Caden Brame at quarterback, it's very risky with the lead, but heck, it's an all-star game. You think about just putting him under center and just pushing it.
Go for this, man. Why not? Why not? I mean, they've gotten the
ball. 4th and 1.
They right now, they don't have a kicker. So you're just going to ask your defense to, you know, make one more stop, right? Go for this. Come on, Coach Miller. They're going to talk about it.
Yes, they are. Timeout taken by the South, I believe, here with 3:50 to go in the game. It's going to be 4th and a yard here. And, you know, again, you have Brabham. You could just run right under center. You got a powerful back in Buda James, but I don't even know if you have to just turn and give. Again, if you just put some guys behind Brabham, turn and just, you know, tush push, whatever, and just get that yard.
They are going to go for this.
think it's a good decision. Fourth
I
down
like
and 1.
I like it. Gutsy here.
It's the All-Star game.
Why
Nothing
not?
to lose.
Why not?
Fourth down and 1 here for the South Senior All-Stars here at their own 31-yard line. Braben trying to get his guys out on the field.
And we're going to get another timeout forced to be taken here, and Brabham is frustrated here. So we're going to get another timeout called. Fourth and about a foot and a half here, Jackson.
Yeah, again, I think you could just go QB sneak here with Brabham. Just go in the I formation here. I don't think you need to overthink it. Don't need to put the ball in the air or do anything
Maybe
like that. Just run it right up
push.
the middle. Yeah, I think they've snuck it once on 4th and 1 with Brabham, and he got 5 yards.
I'd put big 55, Demarion Harp. Yeah, I'd put him out there. I'd put I'd tell them guys. So Harp is 55. Yeah, I'd find the biggest guys I have and put them on the offensive line and just tell them push.
And it's going to be 4th and a yard here, and the South will go for it from their own 31-yard line. Getting set in I formation. Diorio will be set at the fullback. Buda James at the tailback position. Here for 4th and 1. Brabham will go under center. The North stacks the box. Brabham will turn and give to Diorio, who is stuffed for a loss, and they're not going to get it on 4th and 1. They do not sneak it, and it's going to be a turnover on downs. And for the third drive, now the North will get another chance here to make something happen with 3:42 to go. We'll see if they can do it.
Let me just say, that was a lot of timeouts for a simple turn and handoff. But here's the thing. That play just didn't look right from the start. There was something amiss with the timing of that play, and it cost them. I'd be interested to go back and watch that and see. But it just wasn't properly executed. And, listen, that is due to what the South's defensive front has been able to do all night. Their interior has caused havoc all night long for the North.
Yeah, I mean, I think there in that situation, you either QB sneak it, but if you see them load the box that much, turning and handing it up the middle is not the way to go. What you want to do there is toss it to the outside.
Yeah, maybe a quick pitch. We saw Coco do
that's
that.
How they
won the state championship.
Yeah,
right?
So, I mean, if you see them stack the box, you either got to commit to a sneak or toss it, because that time taken to turn and hand is more time for 8 or 9 guys, whoever they send, just to get into the backfield.
Burt's back on.
Now for 1st and 10, Christian Burt motions Jalen Bradley out of the backfield, looks for the swing pass. He will throw it. And
what happened there? He slipped. He slipped down. Burt fell down or tripped on. I think the turf monster reached up and grabbed him. I think something.
Yeah, Bradley tripped down there on the outside.
I'm not sure. Somebody's asking where Ryan Bubar is. I'm not sure. But I'd like to see him get a couple carries. Yeah, you're right.
It'll be 2nd down and 10 here for the North of the South's 29. We've seen their last 2 drives in plus territory end with turnover on downs. And, third time here, you can't do it 3 drives in a row. You've been given these opportunities by your defense. At this point, North has got to cash in.
Yeah.
It is 2nd and 10 now at the South's 29-yard line. Burt and Delvonte Williams in the backfield. Burt trying to go out and win a state championship and an all-star game in his senior season. Delvonte Williams gets the give up the middle. Nowhere to go there. Going to get about 2 or 3 yards on 2nd. That'd be great on 1st down, but on the 2nd down and 10 carry, going to want a little bit more than that, as it's now going to be 3rd down and 8 here for the North at the South's 27. Clock continues to roll down, close to 3 minutes remaining.
So still a lot at stake if the South the North can indeed get in, because they're still going to have to go for 2.
And Burt in the shotgun with Delvonte Williams to his left. 3rd down and 8. Burt drops back to pass. Pocket starting to collapse. Burt rolls out to his right. Burt's going to take off. Burt's going to have the 1st down and more. He's not sliding, and he goes down to the South 16-yard line. 1st down coming up for the North inside the Gamers R Us red zone.
Outside of the touchdown pass, that's the best play Burt's made all night. It started with the read. You know what? He stood in the pocket and he looked. He looked at every option he had on the field. That's the first time tonight we haven't seen him stare down a wide receiver. He looked left. He looked right. He saw he had room on the right and took off. Great play by Burt.
And this time, Burt hands off to Delvonte Williams at the middle, who just meets an unstoppable force up the middle. Flag comes in as well at the end of the play after he only picks up about a yard or two there on first down.
Yeah, that was a good play by him.
And again, you're going to get, I think that's going to be 12 men again on the defense, and that'll instead, I believe, make it 1st and 5 if it's accepted.
On the change, looks like the ball's going to be just inside the 15.
See what the call is. Yep, indeed. So, yep, there you go.
Yeah, that'll make it 1st and 5, so they'll negate that play, and we've seen that quite a few times tonight.
12 men on the field for the South.
And that'll make it now, should be 1st and 5. Instead of 2nd and 5, should reset the downs here. Would be 1st and 5 at the South's 11-yard line here, 2:19 and counting to go.
Yeah, it should be 1st and 5. You're right.
And it looks like a blitz coming for the South. They bring it right through the gap. Nice block pickup as Williams goes up the middle, and I don't think it's going to matter if it was 1st or 2nd down, because now it's going to be 1st and goal for the North. And this is the farthest they've made it down the field tonight. Last drive ended with a turnover on downs on 4th and goal. Can't have that here. They're going to hurry up right back to the line.
They're going to ride Williams.
And off again, Delvonte Williams, the left side. Delvonte Williams is in. Touchdown North. And with 1:59 to go, we'll see what the extra point is, because now they'll trail by 1 pending the extra point. And unless they can find a kicker, they'll be going for 2 to go for the lead.
Yeah, Marcus Trout would look pretty good right here.
And it looks like
Dean Robertson would look pretty good right here.
And it looks like they will go for 2 here for the lead with under 2 minutes to go.
Why not? I mean, I like the call. Even if I had a kicker,
yeah,
you go for 2 here.
It's the Pro Bowl. You don't need overtime.
No, you don't need overtime. And they weren't going to play it.
Yeah. Burt in the shotgun with Chris Kelly in the backfield for the first time tonight.
I like this.
Under 2 minutes for the lead on the 2-point conversion. Tobias Semper in motion. Jet touch pass. Semper around the right side. Cuts it inside. It's good. And for the first time tonight with 1:59 to go, it is a lead for the North All-Stars as Tobias Semper takes the jet touch pass in for 2.
Wow. False start.
Never mind, as they let the play go on despite a pre-snap penalty. And now we'll get the official call, false start and all of that for nothing. Back them up and they'll go for 2 again. And, this is...
So,
hurts.
Well, look, at least you got a little bit of everything there. You got to call a game-winning 2-point conversion that's not a game-winning 2-point conversion, and maybe now you get to call the game-winning 2-point stop. So, you know what? That looked good on the tape for you, buddy.
We call that stat padding.
Yeah, right.
And now it will be a 2-point conversion from the 8-yard line. Definitely going to be looking at a different style of play call here. And, yeah, they really haven't had a chance to get Tobias Semper involved tonight. There they had it, but, a play that's normally blown dead, they let go. But false start. Here we go. Go for the 2-point conversion for the lead again from the 8 again. They will just give it to Semper. Now they'll go with the reverse. He barely gets it off. Still on his feet. Barter going the wrong way. Still going. Turning upfield inside. No way. They're going to get it anyway. 2-point conversion is good on the last second lateral to D. Parker for 2.
That is as crazy. That's almost like spiking the band at the end of a football game crazy. That play was...
A legal shift.
Yeah. That play was dead to rights, and why not back it up 5 more yards?
Jeez. That might have been the craziest play I've seen all year, and, of course, by design, it will not stand. I don't believe. There it is, a legal shift on the offense. Unbelievable. What a crazy play. They looked like they were doing the same exact thing. Semper was blown up by Wyatt Vatava, and he laterals it at the last second to D. Parker, who runs 10 more yards backwards and just goes.
This is like one of those movies where they film like 4 endings, right? And then they show all 4 endings to like one of these opinion, they get like 50 people. Which ending do you like best?
Well, they'll have to do it one more time, maybe just one more time. Who knows? And that backs him up 10 yards on an illegal shift. I thought that was a 5-yard penalty. Who knows at this point?
Feels like the last
2-point conversion from the 18-yard line. Burt tries to snap it.
False start.
Another flag. Jeez.
Well, they're back. At least they're still inside the Gamers R Us red zone here.
If there's a penalty on them here, they won't be.
It's like the last episode of Lost. Yeah, I know you guys don't have any idea what I'm talking about, but trust me, it is.
The flag's waved off that time, luckily. And 2-point conversion at the 18. They've got it from 3. They got it from 8. Now from 18. Can they make miracle happen for a third time? Here we go. Christian Burt in the shotgun here. 2-point conversion from the 18-yard line. One shot here to take the lead. Burt with 5 wide, drops back to pass. Blitz coming off the edge. Burt steps up. Burt's going down, and third time is the charm for the defense as the sack is sealed there by Brock Eden from where else but Heritage. And the South somehow holds the lead 15-14.
So after 2 successful 2-point conversions, Brock Eden finally ends the deal here. And, okay. Now we'll see an onside kick from Finn Goldinger.
Man, what a crazy play on the second 2-point conversion try that will just go down in history as a what-if here for the North All-Stars. Game not over, though. A minute 59 to go. They only trail by 1.
No, this ain't over.
No. The thing is, you're not really thinking about a game-winning field goal, only down by 1. You're still in a touchdown must here for the North because you don't have a kicker unless Goldinger's been practicing field goals at halftime.
I doubt that.
I can tell you he was not.
Yeah.
As they will head back out to kick off here from their own 40. A 1-point lead for the South, and since they led 12-0, they've been outscored 14-3, but they still have the lead by 1. And that's thanks to having a kicker and Braden Larson.
Yes, it is. You are 100% correct. It is.
Because besides that, they've been held out of the end zone since late in the first half. They've gotten
Good
that
point.
1 field goal. Finn Goldinger out to kick off here for the North, trailing by just a point. After the 2-point conversion was no good on the third try after it was good on 1 and 2. Here it is. Goldinger goes short with it. Goes a little long, staying in bounds. Got a jump on it. And Buddha waited on it. Buddha James breaking out to the sideline. James still on his feet. And up just shy of the 40.
They're trying to punch at it, and grab it, and everything else.
Flags come in late.
Yeah, Isaac
Some pushing and shoving.
Isaac Hungerbuehler was actually trying to do his very, 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 very best. And here comes Chris Kelly with his dance.
They just flag him.
Yeah, there's another flag. As Kelly gets flagged, Hungerbuehler gets flagged, and yeah. I mean, hey.
He was squaring up.
Chris was, he was. That was his sting like a butterfly, float like a bee move.
Yeah. See those feet move. They get a personal foul on North.
Yeah, that wasn't going to go well. Oh.
I don't know if they're going to keep that flag. I know they got the personal foul on the North. I think that's the only one they're going to enforce.
Oh, that was funny.
Oh, what a crazy way there to go out. And
yeah,
heads up play by Buddha James, though. He's kind of waiting there with the ball, looking like he's not going to scoop it up, waits till the last second and takes it on the move. There's a personal foul in the North. That's the only one they're going to enforce. So that's going to give the South a good chunk of yardage, and they're going to start in plus territory. 1st and 10 at the North's 48, but at this point, scoring would be nice, but with only a minute 51 to go, you only need a first down or 2 to seal this one. That's your only focus right now.
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea how many timeouts are left, but first down would definitely, I think, seal the deal here.
And they're going to continue to move them ahead. I'm guessing there had to be multiple personal fouls.
Well, there was. They called the flag on Kelly. They called the flag on Hungerbuehler. So that was 2 different flags. So that's a 30-yard penalty. So, yeah, that's what that was. And, Chris Kelly's quite a stat sheet tonight. He's probably got 75, 80 return yards. He's got a couple tackles.
2-point conversion.
2-point conversion.
High formation here, 1st and 10, blown up in the backfield. Buddha James breaks the tackle, though. Jersey's still getting tugged. James with a heck of a run.
He didn't fumble.
And North thinks they have the football.
And 45 yards in penalties. all of a celebratory nature.
And they are not going to say there's a fumble. It's just a gain of a yard there for Buddha James. Going to make it 2nd and 9. Nice rush off the edge by the Rockledge defender there. Clock continuing to run here. Again, I don't know the timeout situation for the North, but they're not taking them if they have them right now. It'll be 2nd down and 9 here for the South of the North's 32-yard line. 1 minute to go here in the fourth quarter of the North-South All-Star game as the South looking to close it out here with a win. And I know the South won it 2 years ago with a walk-off touchdown. Now in victory formation, Brabham will go under center to take the final knee of his high school career here.
So, Jackson, we'll get together, and I'll put a little post up on the most valuable players of the game. I got to see some stats, take a look at some stats, but we certainly got enough players as congratulations to head coach Billy Miller as the South will win this football game 15-14 over the North. And final thoughts, Jackson. I tell you what, Jackson, you take us out.
Yeah, I think we saw it all tonight. A heck of a way to finish off a hectic 2024 season here in Brevard County. We saw Sunshine State champion. Congratulations to Space Coast. The Cocoa Tigers with 2A state champions. Plenty of playoff teams in Brevard County, and it's capped off with just a fitting way to close out and one heck of an all-star game with the South picks up the win 15-14 on just a crazy turn of events on the 2-point conversion. Caden Brabham takes a knee. Billy Miller with the victory, and an incredible season. Thanks to everyone who's watched the Brevard Sports Network this season. Thanks to everyone who supported over the last 4 years for me, and still got a lot of more games to call, but for football, that's a wrap, and it's been a heck of a season, heck of a ride, and what a way to end it. Backflips and celebration here as the South picks up a big win 15-14, and thanks to everybody again for watching, to all of our fantastic sponsors, and for everyone that supported the Brevard Sports Network. Again, congratulations to Space Coast, Cocoa, all the playoff teams, every team in the county for having a just great season and doing everything they can all year long, and thanks to everyone. Thanks to Alan, Caleb, all the North and the South All-Stars, and for everyone watching tonight. I hope you have a great night. And as always, make it a sports night as the South wins it 15-14.